Man, I can't believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke at some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we have that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
Spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
Spit in my face.
you're a fucking idiot.
Spit in my face.
Shot little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audits. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I could film whatever. Oh, you're jerking on," she asked, sarcastically, wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. But I'm in a stall, she cried. Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom, DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while, the woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom. And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh, man, I love that. That was great.
Thursday. That's right. Oh my goodness me. It's Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. And we are here once again as we are every morning, and we are live. Had Bear Day. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Thursday morning. Great to see so many wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, amazing people here once again. As always, Jason D was first. Ladies and gentlemen, you get the first happy dance of the day. Let's go. All right. Yes, I love it. All right, let's see who else is here today. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Highway Star was number 2. Highway Star. Yeah. What's up, buddy? Great to see you. As always, Terry Barnes, good morning. God bless you. God bless you, sir. Absolutely, positively. We got King Stew 2000. Good morning. Oh, that's everybody. That's all he is. That's right. I remembered something. I wanted to tell you guys this the other day, but I forgot. But just now I was going through and I said, oh, yeah, absolutely, positively, or whatever. I was in the store the other day. And, what did she say? I said, I was, checking out. And the lady that was ringing me up, she's like the store, you know how like stores, you get a card for the store, like the store card, and if you swipe it at checkout, it gives you a discount. She's like, do you have your store card? And I said, most indeedy weedy. And she goes, absolutely, positively. I thought that was great. She just like, without missing a beat, she answered right away with that. It was cute. I like that. Every once in a while, you run into somebody that isn't just grumpy and obviously pissed off that they're at work, like, ring. Like, I like nice customer service people, customer service. See, these frauditors has made it sound like that's a bad word. I used to work in customer service, man, and there was nobody's slave or servant. Ugh. Highway Star, Greg Jonick is here, ladies and gentlemen. Jason D. Let's see, what's up? Greg Jonick, Terry Barnes, Jason D. My tiny Chihuahua life is in the house. All right, great to see you. Fun live stream yesterday, by the way. Speaking of which, it looks like Ray is going to have a live stream tomorrow. For those of you who've been following along and know or whatever what's going on, I've got a new job that today's my first day. I'm working just like a partial shift today, and then tomorrow I'm working all day. Speaking of which, the morning show is going to be short tomorrow because I got to go to work. But afterwards, Ray's going to have a live tomorrow night. But I don't get off of work until my time. Her show starts at 4:30, but I don't get off work till 5. But I'll jump in after work, so I'll definitely be there. Don't forget, be there or be square. Don't miss. Make sure you show up at Ray and Leonardo DiCaprio's live stream. It's going to be a lot of fun as always. Terry Barnes, Jason D, Highway Star, Griffey, what's up? He's definitely first. Let's see. Of course, Cool Clear Water is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. All right, great to see you as always. Terry Barnes, Tiny, Highway Star, Black Heart Night. All right. Let's see. That's gonna be our opening story this morning. Don't worry about it. We're gonna cover that, Black Heart. Let's see. Highway Star, Black Heart, Cool Clear Water. Ray Klutzer is here. What's up? Hey. My pain has eased some, but we'll see how it goes this morning. Oh, well, God bless. Hopefully everything turns out all right. And again, and as always, all of our thoughts and prayers are always with anyone that's going through any kind of suffering right now. God bless all you guys. Of course, Ray, of course, Frauditor News Network, Maggie. Oh, we pray for her every day. We got our daily cupcake dance in her honor. Always, all you guys, God bless you all. We got Zerzu in the house. What's up? Good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Frauditor Watch is here. All right. Good evening, Frauditor Follies. Good evening, all. Good evening to you too, sir. All right. Awesome sandwich sauce. Let's see. Oh, we got Parson with a membership. All right. Here's your happy dance, Parson. Let's go. All right. Yes. Thank you so much. Mark Rules is here. What's up, Belgium? Calling in. All right. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Let's see. Tiny, cool, clear water. Mark, the sarcastic law student, is here. Hey, haven't seen you in a minute. All right. Round of applause for Mark, the sarcastic law student. All right. All right, and then we got Zora. All right. Well, whatever, you're here. All right, welcome. Great to see you. Let's see. All right, and I guess that leaves us caught up to where we're at. All right. So, hello, welcome to the show, everybody. Great to see so many wonderful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people here, as always. And boy, oh boy, what a morning. I'll tell you what, man. I don't know, man. I'm just going to drink out of my favorite coffee cup before we start the show. Take a sip. Take a sip to sip. Let's get to the story. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Picture says 1,000 words. You want to make a statement? I don't know, man. Gluten-free. Guten Morgen, guten Tag. Yeah, good morning. Yes, absolutely. Good morning to you too. So, opening story, ladies and gentlemen. For a minute now, because I don't know, for those of you who are newer to the show or not regulars, might not realize, Doc Leno used to be in here every morning. Sometimes he'd pop up on stream. You know, I'd have him up here as a guest to hang out and chat. His channel was all about him reading stories, and like he'd write them or he'd read famous stories, or you could submit a story. He actually read a story I wrote once. So that was all good. And then he disappeared. And Ray and I and a couple other people in private had conversations like, whatever happened to Doc? Whatever happened to Doc? Is he okay? You know, what happened? What's going on with the guy? So then yesterday, Frauditor Comedy Show puts out a video that kind of explains a little bit of what happened. And, oh man, I don't like it. I mean, I like the video, but what was done to him. So having not spoken with him directly, I'm assuming that his sudden departure from the internet must have been a direct result of this, because the video I'm about to show is the Frauditor Comedy Show video, but the original video she's responding to has Doc Leno in the comments section. So he's definitely aware that this is going on. And then again, I haven't seen him since this happened. So I don't know. So what do you talk about, Hez? Let's get right into it. Our opening story for the show today. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Frauditor Comedy Show with an update on what we know so far about the situation with Doc Leno. And story time. Here we go.
It's just my opinion, but I'm right.
Hello, everyone. We're going to start this show off with a little Zen moment, a little meditation. Okay, we're calm for the moment. because this one's going to get me fired up. You're going to be warned now. I'm going to get pretty mad on this one. This is Tyrants Beware. And he put out some very horrible allegations about another channel, Doc Leno. And he puts these out. They were complete fabrication, no proof to it whatsoever. But he said it. And I was actually on this live in the chats, and they blocked me whenever I kept saying, prove it, email me, prove it, send me the proof. If you don't want to show it on your show because of whatever reasons, email to me. Refuse to answer, refuse to comment. And for public safety was in the chat as well. Two Chicken to come on a live panel, but he was in the chat. He saw I was in the chat, and it was crickets. And then once they blocked me, he came back in the chat. So he is absolutely terrified of me. So all I can say is sit back, strap in, because this is not going to be a good ride. Let's start the show. Let's see where he makes his first false claim and how bad it is.
Have probably noticed that I had a very particular thumbnail, and that is going to be the first thing we're going to start off with tonight. For you guys that do not know, that is actually a channel that Michael Kaiser has been promoting quite a bit, and I decided that I'd take a look at him and see what I could find out about him. Now, I kind of realized that the photo was not a true photo. It was a comic, but I'm honestly disgusted at what I found out. So I'm going to start off with that.
So here's the start. Doc Leno has his avatar picture. This idiot, this chilly, ball gargling gargoyle, thinks he's going to be able to do a reverse image search of Doc Leno's avatar. And he thinks he's going to come up with something. If you already know, you know. But if you don't, try to imagine where this is going to go. And you may be wrong, you may be right. But let's find out where he goes.
So what I did was I actually took a screenshot of that photo and I did a reverse engineering on it. And I searched the internet through the program to find out exactly where that photo had actually came from, because I wanted to make sure that they knew that this Dr. Loser, is what I'm going to call him, was actually using that photo. But to my surprise, I had actually found out something that I cannot prove here on YouTube.
What a shock. You're going to make allegations about somebody and have nothing to back it up? What a frauditor way to do things. God, you're I don't even have words for how horrible this human being is. I wouldn't even call him a human being. He's just pure scum, pure pile of dog shit.
And this is the reason why. After doing the reverse image search, it led me to a website on where the photo came from. And the photo actually came from, hopefully you guys understand the word corn. I'm not talking about the vegetables. It's a code word to disguise what I'm actually talking about.
That's right, everyone. He claims that Doc Leno's avatar came from a disgusting side pile. Wait, there's more. He doesn't stop there. He keeps going. He doubles down, triples down, and quadruples down on his lie. I'll show you. Here's the reverse image search that I did on Doc Leno's avatar. And this is all that came back. Pages and pages of this. Men with beards, goatees, glasses, and mostly glasses advertisements. That's it. But let's continue. Let's hear him dig his grave even further.
It's actually a video game. And in the video game, the character in which you're seeing as the thumbnail of the person who is, the picture actually is of a teacher who has, how do I put this without having YouTube jump all over my ass? If I would say 6, would you guys understand what I'm talking about? I hope you guys understand that the word 6 is covering up for something else. The teacher has 6 with young underage kids in this game. That was the description that I read.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He not only claims it's some adult website, he links it to a kitty diddler. That's right. You heard it. Can this shit gobbler sleep at night? In his channel, he claims that his channel is fighting and exposing lies. And then he does this. Are you fucking kidding me, my man? And he will not answer any one of my emails. I am all over his chats. He just ignores me because he knows his claims are false. He knows I found out. He knows that you aren't stupid enough to believe him. Only his stupid followers are able to believe him. And they were all over his comments. How dare this guy walk the earth? He's a filthy kitty diddler. But hey, he can keep going on. He can keep having his channel. I reported his video for false allegations and slander. It's not true. And if it was true, he would prove it. But let's go on to see why he won't prove it.
He looked like it was a trap to get these pedophiles off the streets. So if you guys do what I've done, be very, very cautious. And I hope Michael actually gets this information and he checks it out for himself, because he will find exactly what I did. The picture of this person's avatar cannot be found through Google. It is not an image in which Google is going to be putting out. So I'm actually kind of shocked that I found something like that. But then again, I'm not shocked because all of those people seem to be revolving around in that little world.
Hey, asshole, remind me again how many frauditors have been arrested for kitty diddling. Remind me. Because I think the number's pretty damn high if it was even 1. But it's more than 1. Defend that, you little prick.
And I have passed it out to a few people, asked for some advice, and they said, you got to prove it online. And it's like, you can't. It's YouTube. The moment I show the website or I actually print the website in the chat, I'm going to get struck. And I'm not going to do that. Just do a reverse engine search on that actual photo and it should get you there.
Here's a little proof that I was in his chat. You may have to pause to read. You can see that I was in his chat. People saw me. They knew me. They called me out. And then you can see they blocked me. And then you see Chris coming back in, making false allegations as well. They're both pieces of shit. They're both afraid of me. They don't like being called out on their lies, and they don't like that I can do it.
But it is of a corn site where it deals with underage kids getting taken advantage by a teacher of some sorts. So I'm now going to leave that out of the way. We're going to walk away from that. We're not coming back to it.
Has anybody else noticed, for someone who claims he didn't click on anything because he didn't want to get caught by the kitty diddler police, he knows an awful lot about what was going on in that site? Anybody notice that? Because I noticed that. Yep. He has an awful lot of information for someone who claims they never clicked on any site. But hey, let's take a listen. We'll pause for his little babble for a second. Let's listen how he admits to having me blocked.
And did we block that guy, or did he just get his comment deleted?
No, I just timed him out for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he won't be spreading any more lies.
Not today, anyway.
Nope. I'm telling you guys, Be warned. You come to my channel, I'm not playing games. You spread rumors, you spread lies, you're gonna get blocked.
That's right. He thought I was a guy. Because no woman would be able to call out someone like him. No big tough man who can't back up any of his claims. A woman would never do that. Well, she did, and she still is.
All right, so I guess somebody's wanting me to show the actual person's web page. I think I actually saved one of his videos to keep Now, I am not going to drop this link because you guys really need to stay away from him. All right, I did not save his webpage. Well, don't worry about it. You guys will not need to worry about that.
All right, everybody, that's it. That's the end of the video as far as him talking about this subject. He goes on for hours and hours and hours talking about another thing that he was just lying completely about. But this is what I want to do. Seeing as how he keeps ignoring me and evading the questions that I ask him. Go over to his, I'm going to leave a link to this video and go over in his chat and ask for the proof. Tell him to email me. Tell him to contact me. I'll leave my email right in the description in this one, seeing as how he's too lazy to get in my profile. Do not harass him. I cannot stress that enough. Don't harass him. Just leave comments. Frauditor Comedy Show. Send the proof. Send the proof and I'll stop. I'll even delete this whole video. If he has proof that that actually happened. That Doc Leno's avatar led to that kind of site.
All right. Well, am I pizza time already? It's pizza time. It's pizza time. Oh, it's the only word that rhymes. It doesn't matter what toppings are on it, 'cause you know it's pizza time. It's pizza time. It's pizza time. Oh, it's the only word that rhymes. Meow. Anyway, shmanyway, bennyway, tennyway, kennyway. So, what the heck? I mean, even if, well, first of all, real quick, before we get into the craziness, Weed Skador, what's up? Let's let's go ahead and lighten up the mood real quick with a joke before I get into my whole thing on all this. What do we got from David E. Persons, the people person? What does a neurotic, dyslexic, insomniac frauditor do at night? Lays awake wondering if frauditing is against the wall. Oh, because the dyslexic, All right. I got you. It took me a minute because it's early in the morning. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. Jason Gutterman. All right. So let's look at let's break down what we just heard. Okay, so Doc Leno. And so first of all, this is obviously like a cartoony avatar of a guy reading a book, right? So here's the thing. Mr. Thomas, what's up? What triggers this? Like, okay. The mentality of what we just heard, okay? Hey, this YouTuber mentioned this other YouTuber. Because I don't like this YouTuber over here, I'm going to make a video trying to absolutely destroy the reputation of this other YouTuber because the YouTuber I don't like said his name. Just that in and of itself, like, I don't understand the mentality behind that. What's the logic behind that? That's like saying that John Wayne Gacy's last meal was KFC, so we're going to burn down every KFC in the country. What? So we're starting there. So what are we going to do? Look at the guy's website. Okay, are we going to look at his content and see what kind of person he is? Maybe try and learn something about the person that we're interested in to find out what they're all about? No, we're going to look at his cartoon AI looking. I always just assumed that he went into AI and said, bearded guy with glasses reading book, and then just got this. I don't know how he picked his avatar. None of my business. So I'm going to look at the guy's avatar, and immediately, instead of doing any kind of research or anything, I'm just going to snag his avatar and then start putting it into Google to see if I can find something bad attached to it. What? Wait, what? 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 Would it be? Oh, David, you missed the beginning of the show? I just showed Frauditor Comedy Show's new video. Frauditor Comedy Show's new video is from about, because the whole way it started was I said, I haven't seen Doc in a while. Ray and I were just having a conversation the other day about whatever happened to Doc, what happened to Doc. And then this Frauditor Comedy Show video comes out, and it was from around about the very last time I ever saw Doc. There was a live stream where this pro frauditor guy said that his fake cartoon avatar proves that he's a child molester. What the hell are you talking about? And then he tells us, you got to watch the video, because he tells this whole story about how he connected this picture to a website of an illicit nature, and that proves that this guy's no good. And why? Because I'm not gonna do any kind of research or anything. I mean, how do you even come up with that? I mean, seriously, I look at David E. Persons, right? I look at his avatar. Everybody has an avatar on here. A lot of people use cartoony avatars. I have a Bitmoji. Look at, wait. Where is it? Yeah, you got to go back and watch the Frauditor Comedy Show video. It's either rewind this show or watch hers. Let's see. Right there. Is somebody going to see that? And okay, what is this Frauditor Follies channel all about? Well, I don't know. Let's snag that image and see if we can find it on Google. It'll bring up Perry the Platypus because I'm wearing a Perry the Platypus hat. So then what? Oh, that's a kid show. Oh, see, this guy's a weirdo because he's watching kid shows. I mean, what's the mentality behind going to someone's channel, grabbing their avatar, and then doing a reverse Google search on it to see where he got it from? We got to find out where he got his avatar. Why? How? What is the mentality? What even makes you begin to think that idea at all in the first place? That's what you're going to do. I don't even understand the mentality behind what would drive someone to do that unless they're the kind of person who frequents those kind of websites and already has it in his head that he thinks he saw something like that before, and he's going to check to double. Because why would you even think, how does that even occur to you? Because everybody on the internet uses an avatar, and 90% of them are not their actual face. They use Bitmojis, they use AI-generated images. their own drawings, whatever. So how do you go to someone's channel, see it's called Doc Leno's Story Time, and see a picture of a guy reading a book and immediately think, aha, I'm going to take that image and I'm going to Google it and I'm going to find out what horrible, evil, rotten, vicious person this guy is because he's got an avatar on his page of a dude reading a book. How dare he? And what was his big sin that made this guy want to investigate him at all? Somebody else said his name. Wasn't even saying anything bad about him. In fact, was saying good things about him. Nope, we can't have that. I got asked recently why I have a soap star on my banner image. It's an AI creation of an attorney made by a viewer. It does look similar, but it's a generic male. I've never heard the soap star. Hello. No, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like with the in Frauditor Comedy Show's video. Because his claim was that he found all this horrible, rotten, vicious, evil stuff by doing a reverse search on the image to see where it came from. Frauditor Comedy Show herself attempted to do exactly the same thing. The results? Tons and tons and tons of pictures of bearded guys with glasses. Most of them were ads for glasses. Like, honestly, like, this is such a generic stock type image. I don't know. My avatar is not the real me. And even an evil alien from outer space gave it to me in exchange for a stool sample. Yes. Lexi Ann, what's up? Good to see you. Let's see. Like this one. I'm sure somebody somewhere could snag that image and find somewhere on the internet some picture of someone's chihuahua doing something bad. That means she's evil because she's got a picture of a chihuahua on her. Like, what? And even if, and again, like, I mean, who knows? Maybe everything will come out in the wash and we'll find that there's something somewhere that actually was somehow bad. But realistically speaking, all right, even if that image wasn't like an image that he created specifically for his channel and it came from somewhere else, I'm thinking from the mentality of creating this, right? Realistically, like, think, because that's the problem. Frauditors and pro-frauditors and all these people that are on that end, they don't think the way we think. That's why everything they do and say doesn't make any sense to us. Because we don't think like an evil scumbag piece of crap. We think like normal humans. So this guy, he's thinking, okay, I got an idea. I'm going to make a YouTube channel about me reading stories. Doc Leno's Story Time. Right? I'm an older man with kind of a gray beard. I wear glasses. So I'm going to go on the internet and get an image of an older man with a graying beard and glasses reading a book. So he starts, looking online, trying to find that. What's up, B9 Mount Bear? And he finds an image. For all we know, this could be the same image that guy found. But maybe he found it by doing a generic search for guy with glasses reading a book, graying beard. And who knows what site that image was originally pulled from. It doesn't prove anything. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. It's kind of the opposite, but just to illustrate how that is possible and how I've seen it in real life. It was a while ago, but there was a photograph that was making the rounds in newspapers at the time. I mean, this wasn't 100 years ago, but, you know, the internet was a thing. In fact, that's how eventually they got caught and they got in big trouble for it. But there was a corn site that was showing a picture of this beautiful Asian woman as they're, you know, click on or go to this site or call this number or whatever it was. And it turned out that the photograph was of a girl that was an actress on a Disney Channel show. And as soon as Disney found out that they were using this image to sell their corn, they went after the guys and got them shut down and all that, of course, you know. But the point is, even though it's the other way around, it's the same idea. These people that put that ad together, they just are like images of pretty Asian women. Oh, there's one. Let's grab that one. We'll use it. Not even knowing that they were putting an image. I mean, obviously, they were stealing an image that wasn't their copyright. But they obviously, unless they're just that stupid or just didn't care, taking an image of somebody that was a famous actress on a Disney show. But since it was a kid show, they probably didn't watch kid shows and didn't know. I don't know. But the point I'm making is that's a real life example of how anyone could just do a search, find a cool looking picture, say, oh, okay, I'm going to snag that picture. And I have no idea if it is a picture of something from somewhere that's bad. They might not even know that because the search results will just pull that picture. Sure, you can click on the link to find out where it came from, but we don't know anything. That's the thing. All we know is that this guy just came up with this insane idea. Like I said, that would be like somebody who's never seen any of my videos, hearing somebody say, hey, I like that Frauditor Follies channel. So they go, I wonder what that is. So they click on my channel, and what do they do to find out what I am? They take this, copy and paste it into Google, and find out that my hat is a hat of Perry the Platypus. Oh, I've been exposed. Oh, no, absolutely. I understand exactly what you're saying, Zuzu. And again, if it, like I said, in the end, it's all going to come out in the wash, and we're going to, you know, who knows what we're going to find out. And if it, even Frauditor Comedy Show said, if she gets any kind of proof of any of these accusations, she will retract her statement and delete the video and everything. But for me, I'm just blown away, just in general, with, like I said, the whole mentality behind it at all. Like I said, even if it does turn out that the image came from somewhere, what's the mindset behind, I'm going to go to your channel? If I had no idea who Zuzu was, so I click on your channel and I grab a penguin and I go looking to see what the heck, why is he putting penguins on there and where did he get this penguin image from? Like, why would that even be a thought in your head to reverse engineer his avatar? Like, I just don't understand the mentality behind it at all in the first place. I don't know. And the motivation behind it, he explained the motivation behind it. And that's the other piece of the puzzle that drove me nuts. It's like, why did he decide to go after them? Because he went into it obviously looking for something to go after him for, and all he could find is, oh, I don't like that picture. But what was his ultimate motivation for doing it? He who shall not be named mentioned his name. And that's the ultimate crime you could possibly commit, is have some other guy on some other channel that you might not even know because you're not watching his streams say your name. That immediately puts a target on your back, apparently. I don't watch that guy's streams. If he was talking about me, I would have no idea. And then all of a sudden, people start coming after me. Hey, so-and-so likes you. You're going to hell, you evil, rotten scumbag. How dare you let someone say your name that you don't even know they're talking about you, and you have no idea, and you don't watch their show. What's I don't understand the logic behind illogic. This is holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. Yeah, no, Donna, I know. It's just yeah, exactly. He wasn't trying to make that a secret. Having a positive IQ is one thing I've never accused those people of having, right? Shut up about, I said bad hair day. That was the first thing I said when I went on the air. I saw myself in the camera and I'm like, crap, my hair looks terrible. You should put some Vegemite on it. It'll all fall out. What are you, nuts? Anyway. Oh, man. Let's get on with this show, ladies and gentlemen, because that's enough of this nonsense. It's just, again, after we didn't see Doc for a while, I was like, I wonder why. And then I saw this video and I'm like, oh, maybe, and he did. And like I said, if you go to the original video that Frauditor Comedy Show is talking about and read the comments, Doc Leno did comment on it. So obviously, he did respond and he was aware, but then again, I haven't heard anything from him since. So I was like, oh man, I hope it's not because this guy chased him off. I don't know. We haven't talked to him. I don't know what's going on. For all I know, the dude could be in the Bahamas, not even knowing where we're at right now. I don't know. Anyway, let's get on with the show. How about some shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, First Amendment shenanigans is back. He's been doing great work since his return out.
De-escalate. De-escalate. De-escalate.
Don't touch me. I want his name and badge number.
This is unconstitutional. I was pulled over because I didn't want to. No, I was parked because.
I'll ask you to leave one last time.
What's your name?
Jim Curry. Here, let's take him out.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is First Amendment Shenanigans. So happy to have you back. Please, again, if you have not done so yet, please like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. It really will help the channel. Well, today we're going to check in with one of my favorites. We the bosses, you the servants. He's at a Pace bus depot. Pace is a private company operating out of Chicago, which he believes, since they receive government funding, makes the building public. Even though every sign, every person is trying to explain to him the reality of the situation, he just, for whatever reason, call it frauditor stupidity, he just can't understand. So let's take a look.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Today we are going to pay a visit to a government entity known as PACE, P-A-C-E.
Why?
It is a division of the Regional Transportation Authority here in the Chicago area. They operate in the various suburban areas around Chicago, as opposed to the CTA, the Chicago Transit Authority, which operates within the city limits. I've learned that they like to think about themselves as a private entity, even though they receive millions and millions of dollars in public funding.
So I'm going to have to stop you right there. Though I applaud your ability to Google a company's name and find out where they operate, good for you. Just because a company receives public funding does not make it a public company. There are many, many companies in the United States that get government subsidies. Though I don't always agree with them, those government subsidies, whether it's for housing, for energy companies get these subsidies, busing, transportation, construction companies, just because you receive public funds for a project, for a building, for whatever, does not automatically turn you into a public entity. Are you understanding this?
And we will pay them a visit today and challenge that idea that they think they're private, even though we, the taxpayers, spend millions and millions of dollars funding the operations. Let's go. No, I'm just taking photographs and videos.
You gotta go to the main office.
I have to go to the main office?
Yes, to collect the film, you gotta go to the main office.
To get permission?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, because they just called that you're not supposed to be filming.
Who said I'm not supposed to be filming?
Just go to the main office and you find out who's here.
Okay, well, they can come out here and speak with me.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, they can come out here and speak with me.
All
right, yeah. All right, guys.
So you're readily admitting that you ignored the sign that clearly said this is not a public place. Pretty stupid, right?
Hey, how's it going, man? No, not really, thank you. I'm just taking pictures and photographs of our story.
Who let you be here?
Who let me be here? What do you mean?
It's kind of fishy, man.
What's being here recording the bosses is fishing? It's a public place, right? It's public property. I'm working on a story, so I'm gathering content for my story.
Quick correction, you are not in a public place, you are not a journalist, and you're not working on a story. So that's strike 3.
Yeah, appreciate it. Once I'm finished with my story, I'll be out of here. I'm just recording and gathering content for a story. May I know who you are?
But can I help you? You have to have authorization to be on the property.
From who?
From the company.
Is this public property?
It is public. It's actually, we're private because you're supposed to be authorized personnel. But
All right, guys. You can hear she started telling the truth, saying it's public property, and then she stopped herself in the middle of her sentence and claimed it was private because it says authorized personnel. You guys let me know what you think about that.
I'll let you know what I think. I think you're too stupid to know the difference between a slip of the tongue and an admission of guilt, because this woman is kindly trying to explain to you that you are not in a public place, but you're too stupid or ignorant to understand.
come on and you're filming, that's not exactly appropriate. Did you sign in at the front office?
May I know who you are? May I know who I'm speaking with at
May
least?
I ask who I'm speaking to? Because you're on my property. Did you go to the front office and sign in?
I actually went to the door and it says that it's closed to the public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ring the bell?
No, I did not ring the bell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it that I can do for you?
Well, I'm just here to gather I'm gathering content for my story. I'm working on a story about pace.
Can you not film me?
I have to record all of my interactions. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to record it.
What is
I'm sorry, ma'am. If you're looking for some humility or humanity out of a frauditor, you've come to the wrong place. Because if he showed any kind of remorse or moral character, his brain-dead followers won't send him money on the internet.
the reason for being here?
Like I said, I'm gathering content for a story. And once I'm finished with that, I'll be out of here. It's public property. I'm allowed to be here. There are no signs that said that it's restricted to the public.
It says authorized personnel beyond this.
Where does it say that?
At the front entrance when you walk in.
On the
When
street?
you come in. It's right there at the gate when you pass the gate.
Okay, well.
When you collect.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like to see that. If that's the case, then
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna go at that gate over there.
Okay. You come in, and it also says it there. When you come in,
Okay.
authorized person.
Okay, at that gate. I'm gonna go check it out.
I mean, but you here, we don't mind, but you have to go through proper procedure.
And what is the procedure of signing in?
Well, correct. You have to let someone know you're here first of all.
Right, but you see,
because it's safety.
Yeah,
it's always safety. You're a
I-
random person.
I understand that, but I just have a camera. I'm not here to
I
cause
understand,
cause
but
any
you're
trouble.
also filming our buses.
It's public property.
Are you some kind of moron? For the 10th time, this is not public property. You're on private property, moron. Time to leave. At this point, this woman should just stop talking to this idiot and call the police.
They are vehicles.
I'm not here for your vehicles.
Okay, I understand that, but
Yeah.
at the same token, you are.
Okay.
Right.
But I don't mean any harm. I don't have any ill intentions. I'm working on the story, like I said.
No.
How are they supposed to know that, Frauditor? You're a random person off the street. They don't know what you're here for. You can say, oh, I'm here to just film things. They don't know. How are they supposed to know that? You could be a deranged lunatic, which most of you are. You could be a criminal looking to rob the place. They have no idea. This is why you check in and say, hey, by the way, I'm going to be taking some videos around the building. Okay, great. I mean, that would be the normal thing to do.
I have no doubt.
Yeah.
But still, you still have to follow the proper channels, you know.
To sign in before I do
And
anything
we
here.
have to know why you're on property.
Okay, but I already explained to you why I'm here.
Right, but I have nothing official.
Okay.
saying
Well,
that.
if it is authorized personnel only, I get it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check that sign out. I didn't see it. If that's what it says, then I'll be out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please do.
I'm gonna go check it out. Yeah. So we have a sign here that says to please sign in when you get here. I'm guessing that means it's a suggestion to sign in.
Oh my God, they get dumber by the minute. No, please wash your hands is a suggestion sign in the bathroom, which you should do. I'm assuming that frauditors disregard it all the time. This is a operational business sign telling visitors, if you come on our property, this is the procedure that you have to follow in order to stay on our property. I know it's very confusing.
If it says please. So let me know what you think in the comments, if we are obligated to sign in when we get here or not. I don't think we are obligated to do so, but I may be wrong, and I'm always open to learn. So please let me know what you think in the comments about that sign.
And I would like to reiterate, piggybacking on what Society Red is saying here. IKIS is here. Good morning, IKIS. Great to see you. How many times have we seen it in how many Frauditor videos? I'm going to go back there because there's no sign saying I can't go back there. All right, fine. We'll put up a sign. No one's allowed. Oh, that's just a piece of paper. Anyone can print out a piece of paper. There's no law attached to it. Okay, fine. We'll attach a law to it. So now they put up a new sign with the law attached to it. Oh, that law is unconstitutional, so I don't have to follow it. So what do you need? A literal act of Congress? Like a constitutional amendment that allows that sign in that building to that room, employees own, like whatever it is. You can't win with these guys. And that's one of the reasons why the sign thing specifically drives me so nuts. Because like I said, we've seen it over and over and over again. You can't win with the sign thing. No matter what you do, you're wrong. And I always say that that's one of the big reasons. It's not just a small thing. It's one of the big reasons why we know that they have no actual real end game other than money, whether it's YouTube money or frivolous lawsuit money, or it's just the adrenaline rush of causing confrontation and they're just addicted to that. There's no actual end game other than one of those. Why? Because if you do what they tell you to do, you're wrong. If you put up a sign when they tell you you need a sign, they'll tell you that it's an unconstitutional sign. So it doesn't matter. If you create your own privacy, now that's prior restraint. Now you're purposely going out of your way to hide something. You have to be doing something wrong to hide stuff. I've heard frauditors specifically say that if I walk into a building and you don't want me to film your paperwork that you have on your desk because it's got your client's personal private information on it, that you need to flip that page over. And if their information is on your screen, you need to either shut down your computer or close the screen. In other words, if you're working, if you're doing what our tax dollars are paying you to do, if they're even in a government building, because these guys love going after private businesses now. If you're working and you see a frauditor walk in the door, you have to stop working because you need the paperwork to do your job. So now you have to flip that paperwork over. So now you can't see it either. And then you have to shut down your screen so that they won't film it. So now you have to not work because they're there and they insist that you have to create your own privacy. But once you do, now, oh, look, I have footage of this person wasting money by just sitting there not working. Well, they're not working because your dumbass is here. And you refuse not to film the private information. They have to create their own privacy. So that's what they're doing. Well, now that's prior restraint. Now that's them trying to hide their horrible, evil, rotten, no good corruption from you. You can't win no matter what you do with these guys. Hey, please don't film me. Well, why don't you go get a job in the private sector? Where? You guys are auditing McDonald's. You're auditing Wendy's. You're auditing Walgreens. You're auditing the local coffee shop on the corner. You're auditing the bank. What private sector job am I going to get that I'm safe from you guys? You can't win. No matter what you do, hey, Cova 42, no matter what you do, Cova 42 is going to show up and say, hello, how do you do? You can't win with frauditors because there is no actual end game. The only way you could ever possibly say anything that's the right thing to say, like if you come into contact with a frauditor, you're going to say something to them. The only thing you could possibly say that they will accept is, dude, I watch your channel. I'm subbed. I love your channel. Great job, buddy. That they like. That they like. Anything else, you're wrong. No matter what it is, you're wrong. And they're going to punish you for saying it. Especially if you ask them not to film you. Then they're going to publicly humiliate you on their channel. Maybe they'll pepper spray you. Maybe they'll have your business call flooded. Maybe they'll try to get you fired. Maybe they'll try to get you arrested, take away your freedom. You know, just you're not allowed to say the words, don't film me. It's not allowed in their free speech world. You can't speak anything that they don't want you to say. And the ultimate cardinal sin of the universe, you cannot film them because that's a comeback. And that's even more evil than anything, even though they're fighting for the right to film, unless you're filming them. Then that's the sin of the universe. Worst thing you can do.
No entry unless authorized, restricted area. So this sign is right here. I see the sign that says restricted area, no authorized, no entry. And this sign refers or applies to this entryway right here. Entryway right here. No trucks, restricted area. So company vehicles only. So that's going down this way to the back of the facility. And that's not where I'm going. And we are at the gate. It says, no trespassing. Vendors and visitors must register at main office. Okay, I see that.
Well, at least we know he can read. And we also know that he cannot comprehend. It's called reading comprehension skills. It's a skill issue. That's a big thing apparently these days. My kids are always telling me that skill issue is the thing. Oh, that's a skill issue. That's a skill issue. It's a skill issue. He doesn't have any reading comprehension skills. He might be able to read, but he can't comprehend. Yeah, he goes to Skillish University. Skillish U. It's a skill issue. All right. I love you guys.
Your city video recording is conducted. So, folks, let me know what you think. These signs are kind of confusing.
The children are right to laugh at you.
I mean, they might be confusing to you and your simpleton followers, but for normal everyday people, it's pretty simple. You're being filmed on this property and there's no trespassing and you have to sign in. I mean, I don't understand what's confusing about that.
It says no trespassing, and it also says that visitors must sign in. So let me know what you think. Does it mean that if we don't sign in, we are trespassing? That's kind of confusing. But let me know what you think.
So the fact that this place gets public funds is not germane to this situation. They receive public funding just like a lot of companies do. It doesn't make it public. You're an idiot. Now he waddles back to the front of the building to talk to the woman from before. It's more the same carousel arguments. She basically explains to him that my concern is for my employees, but obviously being a frauditor, his focus is only on his stupid YouTube video, and he can't understand the bigger situation. So we're going to fast forward to when the police show up.
So you know
Nice
what's
to
going on today.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Officer Curran.
May I have your badge number?
237.
Nice to meet you. So I just came in here. I'm working on the story. I'm an independent journalist. So I was getting footage of the buses and, you know, just the surrounding area. And then somebody came and told me that, asked me what I was doing. I explained to them what I was doing. It's a public space. Members of the public are allowed to be here. I saw a sign going down that road that says it's restricted. I never went down that road. And there's a sign here that says visitors parking. So visitors are obviously allowed here. So I got here, was just gathering content for my story. And then she pulls up and asked me what I was doing. I was cordial enough to explain to her what I was doing, which I really don't have to, but I explained to her what I was doing. So she told me that there was a sign over there that says I cannot be here. So, okay, I'm going to check it out. I didn't see any signs that says members of the public weren't allowed on this property. So I went to the entrance. The only thing it says there was that members of the public have to register when they get here. So I looked at the door. It says main office is closed. Okay. Right? So I was like, okay, it's closed. I can't, and I don't want.
It says you got to ring the bell for service.
Right, you got to ring the bell for service.
Okay, did you ring the bell?
But then no, I didn't ring the bell. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't ring the bell.
And just so you're clear, this is not a public space.
It is not.
PACE is not owned by it's not the CTA, and this is a private organization.
Okay.
So this is not like your public library.
Yeah, but it's funded by the public.
No, they get funding potentially through some things, but that doesn't mean that that's like saying like, well, if your construction company takes a job for the public, that it's a public company.
That's a little different, officer.
No, it's 100% the same thing.
That's a private company.
It's a private company too.
Well, PACE gets public funding.
Yeah, but it's a private company. They get public funding.
Right. And in that case,
doesn't make it a public company. That makes it a private company that has a contract with the public.
Okay. But
right?
at the same time.
Do you have your ID on you?
Do I have my ID?
Yeah.
I don't have my ID. Yeah.
You don't have your ID?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. And why do I need to give you my ID?
Why don't you identify who I'm talking to?
Oh, I unless I've committed a crime, I don't have to identify myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to provide your last name?
I just had a very pleasant conversation with Evanston Police Department on Friday.
Okay.
Doing the same thing.
Okay.
And
that's a public building.
Yeah, but this is a public. PACE gets government funding. How are you, sir? May I have your name?
Cox.
Cox. Nice to meet you. Can I have your name, sir?
Officer Check 245.
Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah.
So I'm just letting you know that that's the police department is a public building.
Oh, I'm not even.
This is a private organization. Yes, they get public funding.
Yes.
But that doesn't make them a public entity.
Okay. Well, that's we can argue
So
that somewhere else. Right.
You said you're an independent journalist.
I am.
So what would you like to? What was your purpose for being
Well,
here?
before you walked up, I was just conversing with her, and she was asking me what else I needed to do. I'm like, well, so far I've gotten my content, recording the buses, and I told her that I was just going to get a B-roll footage.
That's some hard-hitting journalism you got going on there. What's your B-roll? Are you going to go film the ducks at the pond?
And then I'll be gone before you guys showed up. So I have no other purpose here. I'm finished with what I came here to do. I've gotten my content. And to be clear with you, officer, this is public property. I know that. I checked that out before I came here. Any entity that gets...
Are you guys a public company?
No.
Is this public property?
It is.
This is not public property.
My concern,
Okay.
young man,
Yes,
is
yes, ma'am.
the fact that when you came up, you didn't say who you were, why you were here. You just started walking around the property. You go by our shop door, and you're filming inside. That's a concern.
Okay.
That is a concern.
Well, I actually wasn't filming inside. I was just...
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got $5 for Millie Yank. Roses are red. Soft-sits are dumb. Has got a job, but frauditors are bums. Here's your evidence. All right. Yes, thank you so much. Lisa Alcazar, good morning. And to backtrack on that, for anybody who wasn't here yesterday, who doesn't know what's going on, and the only reason I mentioned it at all is because it is going to have an effect on the show. Right now, today is the first day where I start my new job, and I'm going to work later this afternoon. But then tomorrow I'm working full day, so it's going to affect the morning show, because the morning show is either going to be really short tomorrow, or I was thinking maybe I'll show a pre-recorded thing. I don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow morning. So there's a possibility you won't see me tomorrow morning. But if I'm not here, it's because, it's my first day of my new job. So I got to get ready and do all that. But then from there, my hours are going to be usually in the afternoon. So it won't have any effect on the show until like my training period and all that's done. And then I go full time. And at that point, I'm probably going to have to either shorten the length of the show every morning, or maybe move it to a different time slot altogether. I don't know. I got to play that by ear and see how it goes. But for the moment, it's just going to be tomorrow is going to be the day that's going to affect it. And it's almost time for the Cupcake Happy Dance. Let's see how much time is left in this video. Looks like 4 minutes left. Yeah, about 4 minutes to Cupcake. All right, let's watch the rest of this video. Then we'll do the Cupcake Dance, and then we'll move on with the show. All right. Yes. Everybody congratulate Hez on his new gig as an underwear model. Yesterday, people were guessing what my new job is, and some of the comments were pretty funny. Uncle Artie, if you're still here, I got your video on deck. Don't worry about it. But like some of the guesses people had were great, because we were watching a video where I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like, it wasn't FOIA inspector. It was training the police. Oh, de-escalation training. I was watching a video where they were asking cops if they had de-escalation training. And somebody in the comments was like, that's his new job. He's going to be the de-escalation trainer. I thought that was great. All right. Anyway, back to the video. Thank you, Lisa.
Gathering content for my story, but be that as it may, then you came up to me and asked me what I was doing. Then I explained myself to you, and I honestly don't even have to do that, but just to assuage your curiosity, I told you what I was doing, and as soon as I was finished, I'd be gone. Right, and right now I'm done. I have nothing else to do here, and I'm finished.
I need you to understand that my concern is the safety of my employees and the
I
facility.
could spend the rest of my life having this conversation. Please try to understand before one of us dies.
I understand that.
That is my concern.
I understand
when I see
that.
a strange person wandering around the property, I ask, can I help you?
Yes, and I had no problem with that. You have every right to do that. Right. But my thing is, when I explained to you what I was doing, and you saw me outside here, I wasn't trying to get into any places that I wasn't authorized to get in. Like I said, I saw a sign there that says authorized personnel only. I never went past that point because I don't break the law. Right.
But it also says that visitors must sign in. You have to sign in.
Okay, but when I got here, I also saw a sign that was really confusing. It says that the office was closed.
To the public.
To the public, right.
It says ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Right, but you can.
It's not closed.
I mean, well, you can tell that's very confusing.
No, it says ring the bell. You just
That's
ring
very
the bell.
confusing.
Dear
And then,
visitors and guests, please ring the bell for service.
right, and then, but I didn't need service. I was just here to get a content. If I needed service, I will ring the bell. But I didn't need service. All I needed.
It says it says upon arrival you have to check in.
Okay, but that's not a law. If you want to go down that route.
Property.
Yeah, but it's public property.
It's not. You're confused. This is not public property.
Okay, well, I'm done with what I came here to do. I'm finished. I have nothing else to do here.
Listen, it's unsettling when they see somebody. They don't know why someone's out here videotaping.
And an officer,
correct?
That's understandable.
Oh, you done messed up now, AA Ron. Did you just admit that it's understandable why a private company might not want some creep lingering around their lot? Did you just admit that to the police? Oh, I think you messed up there, Frauditor.
We understand on a public property what is going on.
Okay.
And there are certain places that you're allowed in public property.
Yeah. As long as it's open to the public.
In public property, but not the entire place.
Yeah, if it's restricted, yeah.
Right. This is not a public property.
Whoa, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple things now. We got a comment from Uncle Artie. We got a comment from David. And it's time for the cupcake happy dance. So let's start with some good old-fashioned cupcake. Here we go. All right. Okay. Ole, all right, yes. Uncle Artie for $4.99. Play my latest video. Vote for Chili or he'll sue you. Hez won't sing his song. Doo-da, doo-da. He's crippled cat simp. No, dude, come on. We wrote that yesterday. Where is it? Hold on. Let me pull up. I got it. It goes like this. Frauditors, they aren't so smart. Doo-da, doo-da. Crippled cat now owns the bar. Oh, da doo-da day. Uncle Artie's out. So let's all scream and shout. Crippled cat finally got the bar. Oh, da doo-da day. All right. Yes. Uncle Artie and I worked on that last night. Here's your happy dance. All right, and I got your video on deck. We'll see it. $2 from Parson. Your new job is Goat Boy Identification Officer. That's right. I'm the FOIA officer for the universe. I'm not an official FOIA officer. I get the FOIA requests that come specifically from the Frauditors. Since I'm near Illinois, most of them come from Audit them. And my job is to make sure I put them in the proper bin, which is the shredder. Here's your happy dance. Oh, and complaints against officers from Frauditors too. Because like I've always said, it would be so amazing to see the reaction some people have to some of these complaints. Because you could only imagine what these complaints are, right? Like, I was standing outside of a business bothering people, getting into arguments with people who asked me not to film. And I was causing so much of a ruckus that they called the cops. And then the cops showed up and asked if they could see my ID. So where's the complaint? That is the complaint. What? What I don't understand. The cop asked me for ID. And then what happened? Did he beat you with his nightstick? Did he handcuff you to a post and rip your ID out of your pocket against your will? Did he pistol whip you into submission? What happened? Well, he asked if he could see my ID. Okay, so what's the complaint? Here's your happy dance, Mr. Peoples. All right. Yes, thank you so much. Have to lay back down. Thank you for the wonderful stream and chat. Send Doc some love. Yes, absolutely. And God bless you, Cool Clearwater, as always. Let's see. Metal Rules, what's up? Guilty. There could be only one. That's right. Zerzu, Mark, vote for Chili. Cripple Cat. Anyway, let's finish the video up, and then I'll show Uncle Artie's video. Dag nabbit. That was the other rumor. When I said I'm starting a new job today, yesterday, people were like, maybe you got a job in Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill, making sure that the drinks are watered down or something like that.
Okay. Issue. This is someplace that if you show up, you have to check in.
Okay.
And since you didn't check in, you need to follow their rules. It's their property.
Okay. And then we had a conversation about that. And then she made it clear to me and asked me what else I needed to do. And that's what that was finished.
Are you needing anything from us or just for him to?
I asked him, just as you guys were pulling up, to leave the house. Because it's unsettling for him to just wander around. And we have buses. I mean, I hate to say September 11th, but it's still a concern for everyone.
Completely understand your concerns. I never argued that point. Completely understand. But
my concern is my employees, the property.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotcha. And I'm finished with what I'm doing here. Yeah. So. Okay. You gentlemen have a good night. Good day.
All right. You do the same.
Yep.
So that's pretty much it for this one. He makes a couple more comments and then wanders out of the lot. I don't know what he achieved here. He keeps asking his followers to give him some feedback and comments on what just happened. Was he in the right? Obviously, he isn't. This is obviously a private company. It's a private lot. They can set the rules. I don't understand what he's doing here. This is just being ignorant for the sake of ignorance. So I don't know. He's always good for a laugh, though. He's pretty stupid. He can barely understand a basic sentence. Obviously, he can't understand a trespassing sign. So it's always fun to check in with him and see what kind of stupidity he's involved in. Well, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Please, if you didn't do so yet, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for first amendment shenanigans. All right. Great stuff, Crime Dog McGruff. Oh my goodness gracious me. All right, let's do this thing. Let's see what Uncle Artie has in store for us. Oh my goodness gracious me. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. What the hell is that? I don't want to look at that.
Biden has dropped out of the presidential race. That leaves only Trump. What a chump. Who can step up in this time of a national crisis? We ask who? Who? We all are asking for change and transparency.
Transparency is the way. Transparency is the new future.
One who knows how to combine a jock with a sock, then sell it to bimbos.
I see your jock socked out.
Yeah.
That's right. Chili Maria de Castro. It's time for a new president who will step up and fight those jackboot thug pigs and their mommies too. Chill Lita isn't afraid to go to war against those jackboot thug pigs.
I do not accept being locked into a dungeon. I do not accept it. And pretty soon, you filthy pigs are going to arrest the wrong person and you're going to end up in a civil war. There's going to be a civil war because I'm not accepting going to live in a dungeon.
A president without a criminal record ever. I promise. Never.
Just so you know, brother, I don't have a criminal record. I have no criminal record. None. What a bullshit lie. I actually have 2 misdemeanors on my record from when I was 19 years old and from when I was 20 years old.
A president who cares and loves everyone.
I hope you burn in hell. I hope you burn in hell, and I hope your kids get bone cancer. I think you're horrible. You're horrible people.
Me fui andando a Coelho Amarillo hasta hoy.
I wish you the absolute worst. I hope you burn in hell. I hope your family does. I have no respect for any of you.
A president who will put those veterans in their place.
Because and I'm here to help. I'm gonna hit that son of a bitch who arrested him yesterday, who was ex-military. He didn't serve our country. He went to an oil war. Okay. He didn't help anybody. He didn't fight for freedom. Okay. He said, I went and served my country. Dude, since World War II, anybody who's gone in the military has become a mercenary. I'm sorry. I respect the military. I respect military people. You went to a war for Dick Cheney's Halliburton. Facts. Facts.
Does everybody believe in this bullshit? Damn, what an idiot.
Come brag about your service to me, bro. I'm not Floyd. I'll let you know.
Vote for Chilita de Castro, or he will sue you.
Paid for by absolutely no one, because seriously, who the would ever vote for this guy?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill Stupidity. Oh man, that's the way it goes, man. This guy. I did a video, I think almost over a year ago now, talking about how crazy Chili was, and he just goes further and further off the rails every day. It's ridiculous. One day I should write a book, Rules of the Internet Road, how to make the internet your friend and not an annoyance. Right? Graham from the Graham and Bob Show is here. All right. Chili's fighting a war against an invisible enemy. Yeah, his brain, which doesn't function properly, I guess. Yes, that was Chili's political ad. We usually don't get into politics here, but, once I saw that there was a commercial where Chili was announcing his candidacy with Blackheart Knight as his vice president. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. We don't want that. Miranda's here. All right. Welcome to the show. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Great to have you here as always. Round of applause for Miranda, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Welcome. Great to see you as always. Oh my goodness gracious me. But yeah, I mean, the whole idea of all the stuff that guy's been doing and what he's been up to, I don't, like you guys that watch me regular know, I don't barely even cover Chili anymore, but man, that guy, it just seems like he's constantly nonstop doubling down on the stupid. Like, what are you going to do? Oh man. Chili actually thinks that the FBI and the CIA are out to kill him. I believe it. The guy's a lunatic enough. He thinks he's the center of the universe. Oh man, he's wait, brother follows what? Chili got a brain? That e-begging seems to have paid off for him. How much is a brain transplant? The drain plan. Jason got it. Oh man, Chili. What is this? I've been sidetracked with the channel name, so I apologize for not moving forward on our project. Oh, he's talking to Blackheart Knight. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So all that being said, let's see. What do we got next on deck, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. We did oh yeah, that idiot. We were talking about the guy who went to the Pace bus terminal and like the whole, I'm not trespassing just because this is private property doesn't mean that I can't go in there. Come on. How dumb can you get? And like I said before, always with the signs. Again, reiterate, because it happens so often. We see it so much. There's no sign, you need to put up a sign. Put up a sign, there's no law attached to it. Attach a law to it, that law is unconstitutional. No matter what you do, you lose. There's no point in it. It's just idiots being stupid and dummies being dumb for no reason other than, I guess, to support their own stupidity. I don't know what else to say about these guys except there. Boom, boom, boom. Butterbrain douche canoe. Boom, boom, boom. Butterbrain douche canoe. Hey, grab your camera and your pepper spray. Now it's time to spread some hate. Gonna go around messing with the cops. Boy, I hope they take the bait. People who are standing here know their rights don't matter to me. As long as I can film them all, just y'all wait and see. Yeah, do. I'm a butterbrain douche canoe. Boom, boom, boom. I'm a butterbrain douche canoe. Got my camera turned on. Potato brain douche canoe. Hey, I'm gonna audit you, butterbrain douche canoe. Boo. Butterbrain douche canoe. Butterbrain douche canoe. Hey. Butterbrain douche canoe. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. Do. NCR News Network. Let's go. Do. Butterbrain douche canoe. Got my camera turned on.
Hi, folks. Today, we're going to take a look at Pacific Northwest Transparency, where he gets his feelings hurt and thinks the appropriate reaction is to pull out a can of pepper spray. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without you guys and your continuous support, I couldn't keep this channel going, so I want to thank all of you personally from the bottom of my heart. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it really helps me with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Just curious what you're up to now. I'm just out taking pictures. Oh, thanks. So far, that was nice. We film it. Everything. For what reason? If you don't let me ask you. Just my own personal stuff. Yeah. Good deal, man. What's your name? Matthias? Jeremiah. Hello, buddy. Nice to meet you. Yeah. You guys happen to wait like forever for a sandwich? No. Oh, no. It just looks crowded as hell in there. What are you doing? What's that? What's with the camera? Just out of curiosity. I'd rather not say.
Yeah, best not tell them the truth. You don't want to be too transparent and all and admit that you're actually just filming this restaurant because you want to get a reaction from the staff and the customers so you could put it on YouTube for ad revenue. Nothing about the First Amendment, nothing about your Fourth Amendment. No, this is all about you trying to show us, quote unquote, transparency.
You'd rather not say? Yeah. Shit.
Am I on camera? I'd rather not be.
You shouldn't have came out then.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm taking pictures.
Why?
Because it's a nice day out.
Okay, can you not right here? What is the deal? We're asking really nicely if we could not film or take it.
I can't hear you, I'm sorry. This road is crazy. That's allowed to be that loud.
Hi.
Hey.
We're asking if you could not film or record. My name is Ellie.
Why would arrest someone?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know what you're doing, and I don't really want to be filmed. And there's a couple of the other employees that don't want to either.
Well, I don't like snakes. So I don't go bother people holding snakes.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
If you don't want to be on camera, I wouldn't walk up to a camera.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really give a shit, but there's some employees in there that are feeling really uncomfortable. So,
So their feelings are hurt.
yeah, you're hurting people's feelings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, right?
Right.
Feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, people's feelings do matter in this situation because this is a restaurant. People bring their family or their friends here or their significant others. And well, maybe they don't want to have their children filmed by some weirdo who's trying to make some vague argument that this is about the First Amendment. Now, if those people feel uncomfortable, they'll stop going to that restaurant. If those employees feel uncomfortable coming to work because of your actions, they'll quit and have to find a new employment. And well, this restaurant then has to suffer. So yeah, their feelings do matter.
People's feelings. So you don't really care. You're just gonna stand here and do it anyway. Like you're just gonna be a dick or something.
Why would you say that?
I don't know, because it's like, can we just have a conversation? Like, what are you doing?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay. So why are you doing this? Like, why? If somebody doesn't want you to do it, why are you doing it anyway? If we don't want you to stand out here and film or take photos, why are you doing it anyway?
Well, because
Is there
frankly,
a purpose?
you're not my boss.
No.
I'm not married to you.
Right.
You're not my kid, so I got no need to listen to you about it.
Okay.
Hey, that guy's a dick.
If you want to get rude,
So you just like I don't know. There's some young girls in there, right? We have minors working here who are feeling uncomfortable. So do you mind?
here's what you gotta do.
Do what I have to do. Okay. So you're just gonna continue to be an asshole.
Yes. I'm going to continue to take pictures and video. I'm not going to be an asshole.
But for what? What purpose?
For my own
Of minors? Like you're taking pictures of children, employees? Like what are you taking photos of? Customers? Like they're feeling uncomfortable as well.
I'm taking pictures of everything.
But for what? Can you go do it at the Capitol building? Take a picture of those people. You know? Like take pictures of something else.
Well,
The lake.
Today it's your turn.
Today it's McConey's.
Today it's your turn.
And the young people that are, you know, barista-ing
you
and
keep going back to this young people.
Well, it's like there are. That's why I came out here though, is because it was like the young girls that were taking orders or whatever that were feeling uncomfortable by whoever was filming.
Well,
so
their
I don't really
feelings-
care.
Their
You know,
feelings don't trump my rights.
right? I don't even care. I could give a shit less.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because yes, he is technically correct. Their feelings don't trump his rights. However, their feelings do trump his right to film them and being a dick about it. Because this is a government building. This is a restaurant. What does this have to do with anything about exercising your rights? You're harassing these people because why? You know it'll get you clicks and views. Now, she brought up a valid point. Why not go to the Capitol building and film? Why not go to a city hall? Why not go to, some government entity? Why harass a private establishment? Because he knows this will get him the views he needs. Because he'll call everybody Karen or Darren or whatever they want to say. Because, well, frauditors have a lack of vocabulary and imagination.
It was just like I'm kind of an adult, so I
Well, you
had
came
like,
out here and you
yeah,
called
I
me
did.
an asshole and a dick.
Well, you are being kind of a.
So you can kiss my ass and go back to work. How about that?
Yeah. All right.
Since you're going to be rude about it.
I'm not being rude. I came out here very nicely and asked you if you could stop.
You have a weird interpretation of nice.
No, it's really not. I asked you very kindly at the door. I even chimed in because I thought that the other girl was going to be more rude. So,
Now you showed her.
I showed her. Yeah, you're showing us. You really got it going on there. Can't wait to see your YouTube video. You should tag me in it.
Making people so uncomfortable.
I can't hear you.
It's really not cool that you're doing something that's making people uncomfortable and you don't care.
So I should just run my life depending on how other people feel? I can't be here because people are offended. What if people are offended over there? Where am I allowed to do what I'm doing?
What you doing?
Just out taking pictures. I like that.
Yeah, turnabout's fair play. So.
Hey.
Okay. Have a
Enjoy the same freedoms I am.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too. All right. Turn it sideways. You get a better view.
You don't mind your photo taken, do you?
I love it. It's just kind of hypocritical when you're.
I know, isn't it? What a bitch I am. Do you want to take a video? Do you have anything to say? Oh, really? You don't want to share what you're doing, though.
Ask me a question.
I want to know what you're doing.
I'm taking
curious.
pictures.
But of what? For what?
My own purpose.
Translation. I want to film people in public and say it's the First Amendment rights that I have just so I can harass and annoy people to make a quick buck off of YouTube.
It seems like you're videotaping. You have a microphone on?
A little bit of both.
Yeah. And what? For what? Are you going to what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing? You don't want to share? You don't want to elaborate?
I've answered every question you've asked me.
I know, but what are you taking the photos and videos for? And of who specifically?
I'd rather not say.
Why not?
Because that's my business.
I know, but it's like.
Shit.
Why? It feels a little weird. It feels weird. It feels strange. It feels violating and uncomfortable. I don't really care.
You guys got to get over your feelings.
No.
Feeling.
People don't have to get over them.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah. So, but you don't want to share, why?
Once again, I've answered every question you've asked.
You just said you're taking videos and you're taking pictures, a little bit of both. And you're just it's a nice day, so you want to stare at the Maconi store.
True.
Yeah.
You fucking weirdo.
When's your birthday?
We'll see. There's another one I'm not going to answer.
Why not? You said you answer questions that you don't want to answer.
Some questions are obviously more personal than others.
Right. So you don't want to answer what you're doing here, and you won't tell me your birthday.
Once again, I already have.
What's your zodiac sign?
You need something?
Oh, no, I'm just here paying in public. I prefer not to be on camera.
Then you shouldn't have walked up and stood right next to me then.
All right. Well, what's your reason for filming, sir? There's 2 police cameras right here. You're not catching anything that's not on camera.
Correct.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't. What is your reason for filming? Because people are uncomfortable and talking within the places. And I'm saying they're asking me if it's legal because I am pressed with the state. What is your reason for filming? You don't have to have one.
I do have one for my own personal reasons.
I know, but you're making people really uncomfortable. I'm not saying legally you can't make people uncomfortable. You can't harass people, but you can film all you want.
From a public standpoint, yeah.
100%. And I can ask you why you're filming.
Yeah.
And you don't have to tell me.
I'm just out enjoying the day.
Yeah, but you have a lot of people, people in there asking, should we call the cops? Should we not? Can you get
back? You touch me again. You touch me again.
Buddy, shit just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. Oh.
Get back away from me. Get away from me.
Okay. I'm just saying you're making people uncomfortable.
Yeah, people walk up and grab the property.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans yet again. Because it didn't look like from your video that he grabbed your stuff. It even looked like he bumped your stuff. Looks like he got a little bit too close to you when he was trying to figure out who you are and why you're doing this. And you overreacted by pulling out your pepper spray. Now, is it because you're a butthurt frauditor or a sensitive little snowflake whose feelings got hurt? But isn't that the truly ironic part? Everyone else's feelings don't matter, but his, he has to protect with himself with a
business.
I'm terrorizing the business?
Yes, you are.
How is that?
Because you're out here harassing us. You're harassing us.
You came out here to me. I didn't come in there to you.
You were out here on the business
Public
front,
property.
Photographing and taking videos of minors.
Public property.
Of minors, of children and
public property.
It's public property.
Public property.
You mace me and I'll kick you right in your bony shins.
Boom. roasted.
I'll break that little stick. Yeah, I'd like to see you try.
Well, you're definitely in a bigger weight class
I
than me.
know, I'd fuck you up. For sure. I would. I might sit on you.
You're making your company look great.
Hey, I don't care. I don't care.
What's your name then?
I told you earlier, you can rewind and find it.
Okay.
Okay. See? Just like that.
Like
Inappropriate. It's inappropriate.
Jesus. You gotta get over yourself, girl.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
You need to get over
I don't know
yourself.
who told you you're special, but
I'm
you're
not
lying.
special. I'm not acting special. You're working at a sandwich shop. It's not special. You know? I'm not acting special. Not at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too.
And we're going to end it here, folks. We can clearly see this frauditor is a hypocrite, like all frauditors. When someone else's feelings are on the line, or the feelings of the customers or staff of a non-government entity, but a private business wants to be considered, no, there's a bunch of snowflakes and there are a bunch of Karens. But yeah, when somebody gets a little too close to him, it's an offense worthy of him pulling out pepper spray. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and special thanks to all members.
All right. Round of applause for NCR News Network. No privacy, personal space, or fee-fees in public. Isn't that what people like him are constantly spouting? Guy gets a bit close, and out comes the pepper spray. See, that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why it's so insane to me that their fans support what they do. It's like I always say, they don't respond to what we see. That's the difference between us and them. They respond to the narration, the false narrative, the story, and we respond to what's actually happening in the video. You have to get over your feelings. But if I feel threatened, I'm going to pepper spray you. I'm going to try to get you arrested. I'm going to try to ruin your business. I'm going to try to destroy your life. Oh, my feelings got hurt because someone was close to me. But feelings don't matter. Everything the frauditors do is the center of the universe. And anything anyone else does, again, we're not humans. Only they're humans. We don't have rights. Only they have rights. We are nothing but pawns and NPCs in their video game of life, in their game of YouTube money. That's it. That's all we are. We're not humans. We're not people. We don't exist. Frauditor Valley shenanigans. Shenanigans. Oh, he needs t-shirts. Yes. Yes, that would be awesome. Time to go to work. All right, Society Red, thank you for dropping in. Have a good day. Good luck. Hope everything's all right and it's all good. Alrighty. Yeah, frauditors love ruining people's lives. They love pepper spraying people. They love getting people arrested. They love getting businesses call flooded until they go out of business or they can't make any money. Maybe even get them out of business completely, get people fired. Anything to ruin someone's life. It's like, it seems like their goals are 1, to make themselves money, 2, to give themselves an adrenaline rush, and 3, to ruin as many people's lives as they possibly can in the process of doing that. That's what frauditing's all about. And if you don't believe me, watch one of their videos. Watch any frauditing video and you'll see that everything I'm saying is exactly 100% accurate. These guys are insane. They're nuts, and their fans are bigger lunatics than they are. Some of them are viciously, some of the frauditors, they're all vicious. They're all evil. They're all horrible. They're rotten. They're no good. They're crap hammer sandwiches. Ladies and gentlemen, while we're here, how about some Blackheart Night? I saw him in the chat. So Blackheart. Let's check out a Blackheart video.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Now, I don't know what the delay was on this particular video, but Lana finally decided to upload his version of the arrest from back in May. But whatever, it doesn't matter how long it took him to upload the video. What the point is that it is still a rather funny thing to watch. So let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Marshall County Courthouse in Guntersville, Alabama. You're in Alabama. There is the American flag, the POWMIA flag. That's a good sign. They had the POWMIA. You want to go first? You want me to? Will not hold items. She's got a little blue box there. Like that.
Yeah, how much do you want to give? Just like that.
I'm sorry?
How about for you not to give any videos?
Oh, yeah, you already are. I'm sorry.
Okay, you didn't ask my permission.
Can I have your permission?
Ma'am.
Oh, okay. I don't need it.
Well, Lana, apparently YouTube would disagree with what you have to say because there is a privacy policy that YouTube does have regarding this, and people can file privacy claims on your video as a result of that. In fact, you received an email about that on a video you posted as of yesterday, where you got several privacy complaints, and then you turn around and threaten everybody involved with that particular claim. And you bitch and whine and complain about it being prior restraint. But Lana, the platform being used is YouTube. YouTube can do this. They're not a government organization.
Yeah, you're in public. Yeah.
Oh, ma'am, Miss Melanie, you didn't ask for my permission to film me with your cameras.
You're not being here. Just show.
Oh, they don't work.
Ooh, that's
They just show. You just see it on
no audio.
You're not.
I think it's what she's saying. Bang head here. Oh, look at this, Tanner. Look, she's gonna be doing this later. Oh, the police is following. Bang head here. See her little thing, bang head here. She might want to grab that one. Popo. I love these little mirrors right here. These are actually like safety functions. So, there we go. Look. Is that a? Oh, it's a mirror. I see it. Huh. It's interesting. Huh. I think somebody's getting an education back over there.
Wrong! Yeah, whatever, Lana. I mean, come on now, dude. You are not the master of predictions in this particular scenario. You are going to be way off.
What they call it, education?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think she's getting. Here he comes. Yeah. Hey, it's going.
Can I help you?
He's taking some pictures and video.
Yes, I'll have to ask you to step out though.
Yeah, in a public space, sir. And who are you?
Do
you work here?
I believe you were told that you could only do it if you're outside people's office.
Who said that?
I believe the deputies may have.
No, didn't say
Okay,
that.
well, let's check with the deputy.
Do you work here?
Do you?
Who is this? A random? Is he a tax? Is he a elected official?
Because I was told that the people weren't supposed to videotape inside offices.
We're not. This is a public lobby, sir.
Tape it in here though. These.
Does he work here?
Those cameras here.
So can we? Y'all just would rather not sit with the deputies?
I'm sorry.
You would rather not talk to the deputies?
Oh yeah.
I don't need to talk to him. Yeah, I don't need to talk to him. This is public space. Anywhere in public. Is the general public coming here? It's a simple question. I mean, it's kind of rhetorical.
So you're public, so you don't mind telling me what you're doing.
Yeah, we've already told several people in here.
Okay.
If you tell me who you are, I mean, you're kind of getting kind of close.
Well, no, I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
Yeah, or news. So, news. Yeah.
So you're not willing to tell me what's going on?
You're not willing to tell me who you are?
Oh, I'm the person on the door.
Oh, okay.
That was easy, huh?
Yeah. So, so can
you an elected official?
Can you tell me what's going on?
Is he an elected official?
I've told you who I am.
I know. Are you an elected official?
Can you tell me what's going on?
I just told you.
No, ma'am, you've not.
I have.
And I've got to be concerned about the safety of my employees.
Oh, what, is the camera unsafe?
And there you go. Is the camera unsafe? No, it's not the camera that's the issue. It's the person behind the camera that could be the threat. I mean, you come around here walking around trying to antagonize people to begin with by not answering their questions or anything like that. People are going to talk. But I know you don't give a crap about security, which makes me wonder how you managed to make it through the military when the entire organization is pretty much sticklers on security to begin with. I'm sure you must have been a real problem on base.
I don't know what your purpose is.
Oh, I mean, we've been screened, so as long as the deputy did his job, we don't have any weapons. I mean, other than the camera.
No, ma'am, that's a fallacy to think that people can't be unsafe.
Well, now, it's clear that this guy gets it because he's got some intelligence about him. He knows that anybody can be a security risk, even if they don't possess any kind of weapons whatsoever. Now, Lana, we all know that you're too much of a dumbass to be a security risk anyway, but that doesn't preclude the issue of other people coming in here like this being a security risk. You never know what they might have in mind.
Oh, wow.
Is there a reason you're not willing to tell me what you're doing?
Because I don't have to.
Oh, so okay, so that's just you're just.
Well, I mean, you're kind of coming up rude, so that's why. Yeah, I'm choosing not to at this moment. Yeah.
How can I be polite that would allow you to be comfortable speaking about what you're doing?
I'm just taking pictures and video in public, sir. It's a constitutionally protected activity. I'm not required to, sir.
No.
Yeah.
You've indicated that you would be happy to talk to me if I were more polite. So I'm just trying to understand what
well, if you could give me a good smile, that would disarm me a little bit.
I'm not real clear what's going on. And like I said, I'm just
taking. We've said these people. We've already told. I think at least 2 or 3 of these young ladies that we are taking pictures and video. So,
yes.
And we've already expressed that it's news. So, hey, yeah. So you don't care. It's public, sir.
We're just trying to get clarity. The commission had passed a rule saying that people could not videotape inside the offices.
Yeah, you can't be in the office.
Yeah, I'm not in the office, sir. I'm actually in a.
This is my office.
Can I talk?
This is office.
Can I talk real quick?
No,
Okay.
can't be in the office.
Can I have a conversation with you?
No, get out of the office.
Or what? If I don't leave, what's going to
I'll
happen?
be arrested.
So I'll be arrested if I don't leave. Is that from this office or the court? Or that courthouse?
You're under arrest.
Sir,
you're under arrest.
I was just about to leave.
Oh, yeah, you were just about to leave. That's what all of you frauditors say when you get arrested. Oh, I was just about to leave. I mean, that doesn't count, does it? Does it count? I mean, oh, no, the handcuffs are coming off. Oh, no, I thought it counted. I thought I could leave. Yeah, well, you had your chance, dumbass.
Can I put this down, please?
Just don't.
I was literally about to leave, sir. I was just asking where I was going.
Do I get an opportunity to leave?
Yes, you can leave.
I was literally leaving,
She's
sir.
arrested.
I was literally walking out the door. I was
leave. Hey, sir, stop.
I'm leaving.
Stop.
I'm walking back with
I'm seizing all this. Sir, let go of it. Sir, I'm seizing. You can't do that.
I'll leave.
See, you got anything else on?
No, that's it. I came through security.
We're seizing that.
Wow, I'm gonna leave.
Stand by.
I was literally trying to have a conversation with you, sir.
How's this come off?
Well, you're gonna have to take the cuffs off in order to get it on, sir. Just for the loop.
Now we all remember what happened after this. Georgia Transparency is left standing here in the hallway looking like he's about to cry like a little beta boy. And you know what? Neither one of them have ever learned their lesson on any of this. They don't bother to look up any of the actual statutes, laws, codes, or anything like that, and they never will. In fact, they're going to continue to get arrested and humiliated on camera for as long as they do this. Oh, well. So at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
This could be some groundbreaking stuff right here.
You don't want to go to jail.
For what?
You read this.
Yeah. I don't have to listen to anything. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not listening, Josh. I'm not. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
You suck. They think they know it all. What's the Third Amendment, punk? Show me the Third Amendment and I'll leave. What's the Third Amendment? What's the Third Amendment and I'll leave right now? What's the Third Amendment?
The Third Amendment is your right to shut the hell up because you're a butterbrain douche canoe. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Round of applause for Black Art Night. It's so amazing to me. So many of these situations where it's like, well, first of all, how many videos have we seen where it's like, all right, you have to leave. I'm leaving. Okay, then why are you still standing here in front of me talking to me? If you were leaving, you'd be gone. But they always do that every time. They don't leave, but they say, but I'm leaving. I'm leaving. No, you're not. Because if you were leaving, you'd be gone. You wouldn't be sitting here talking to me about how you're leaving. I don't know. It's every time. Any one of these frauditors get into any situation, they always handle it the same way, and then they act all surprised. That's another one of the things they do that drives me nuts. So everything they do drives me nuts. It's just insane. When they walk into a place and they get a certain kind of reaction, so then the next day they walk into another place, and the next day another and another. And that's what they do. That's their job, right? Constantly going into places, getting these reactions. And every time, they're so surprised that these people are acting this way. But they do it every time. How many times does it have to happen to you before you get it through your thick skull that this is what's going to happen? And once you know that that's what's going to happen, then that proves intent. That proves mens rea. That proves that you're doing it on purpose. Because once you knew that that's what was going to happen and you did it anyway, how many times does that have to happen before we know that you know and you're doing it intentionally? Oh, man. Ugh. Ask a Frauditor about the 10th Amendment. How about that? Oh, you mean the one that allows the states to... Crazy, crazy, crazy. Ask about the 28th Amendment. Yeah, right? Well, again, we all know, because it was a long time ago that he was doing it, that the whole thing with him picking the Third Amendment is... And what's funny, here's the most ironic part of them picking the Third Amendment. They picked the Third Amendment because they know it hasn't been applied in, 75 years or more? And so they know that it's not something that's off the top of anybody's head, right? So that's the one they're going to pick. But the real irony of them picking that is their argument is if you don't use your rights, they're going to be taken away. And yet, when was the last time somebody used the Third Amendment? Like I said, I think it was 75 years ago, last time I looked into it. It hasn't been repealed yet. But I thought if you didn't use your rights, then they'd take them away. How come nobody took that one away yet? Nobody's using it. When was the last time the soldiers tried to force themselves into your home and you had to exercise your Third Amendment right to stop them from doing that? It's not a thing. Oh, man. But again, it's like, like I always say, what goes on? They walk into these buildings. And they say, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just filming. Okay, for what? For news. Oh, what's the news story? Like, I mean, if it's newsworthy, then it's got to be something that's newsworthy. Tell me, what's up? What's going on? Did someone get shot? Did someone get kidnapped? Did someone get killed? Is the building on fire? What's the news? Oh, no, I can't tell you that. Why not? Well, because it'll ruin my story. What story? And this is the crux of the whole thing right there. the way the people react is the story. But them reacting is a problem. You're getting in the way of my story. What's my story? The way you act when you see me. So then the way I act when I see you is the story. So how is that getting in the way of the story if it is the story? Oh, man, these people are so... And again, like the video we watched previous, you know? You say, your feelings don't trump my rights. But if the frauditor feels threatened, they're going to pull out their pepper spray and they're going to destroy your life. They're going to get you arrested. They're going to get you fired. They're going to humiliate you on their YouTube channel. You ask them not to be filmed. They're going to punish you for having the audacity to say words. You film them. You're a cambacker. You're a Karen. They're going to publicly humiliate you for that. They're going to try to get you fired. They're going to file complaints against you. They're going to have their psycho fans call your business, flood it, try to get it shut down, try to get you fired, try to ruin your life. They love ruining people's lives. It makes them laugh. They think it's funny. These guys they treat all other people like, not even like I said, like NPCs or like pawns in their game of making YouTube money. And they say they're doing it for freedom and rights. No, you're not. You're doing it to get paid. You're doing it for lawsuits. You're doing it for YouTube money. You're doing it for the adrenaline rush of causing a confrontation. That's it. And if it was true what they say, then you'd be able to win. Like I was saying in the previous videos. I could go in there. There's no sign saying I can't. Fine, put a sign up. Well, there's no law on that sign, so I don't have to follow it. Okay, put a law on that sign. Well, that law isn't constitutional, so I don't have to follow it. You can't win. You have to hide all the private information. You have to create your own privacy. Okay, fine, I create my own privacy. That's prior restraint. You can't do that. You're hiding something. The government can't hide things. Well, what about my client's personal private information? Well, the onus is on you to get rid of that. Okay, I got rid of it. No, that's prior restraint. You're hiding things from me. You're a tyrant. That's why you know they're full of crap, because no matter what you do, you're wrong. It doesn't matter unless, like I said earlier, there is one thing you can do that a frauditor will say, okay, good job. I'm subscribed to your channel. I'm a big fan. I love your work. That's okay. Anything else, you're a scumbag and you're going to be destroyed. They're going to do everything in their power to ruin your life. And if nothing else, to at least publicly humiliate you on their YouTube channel. That's the bare minimum punishment. Ladies and gentlemen, how about some unclean hands? All right. Let's watch an unclean hands video.
Good morning, my friends. Glad to see you once again. Today at the origin story of Alaska Audits, how it all began, the traumatic experience he had with law enforcement at a very young age. Him and his buddy, when they were out riding their bicycles when they were nearly 4 years old. And I will begin. This is the very first video he ever uploaded. Let's get right to it, folks.
Hello, everybody. We are in Anchorage, Alaska. This is my friend Bo. What's the date, Bo?
It's right now it's 4:22 p.m. April 10th, 2024.
Okay. So me and my friend Bo here, when we're gonna have to find out the dates. Anyway, me and my friend here, we are a victim of police abuse, aggressive police brutality. So
this devastating story of alleged police abuse towards Bo and Mr. Alaska Audits is going to blow your mind. This happened 10 or 11 years ago, according to Alaska Audits, and it has devastated him his whole life. He just made this video 3 months ago. Since then, his friend Bo has not appeared on video with him, and you'll find out. It's kind of obvious that Bo doesn't want anything to do with this clown. He's not looking at the camera. He's just not getting into it. But anyway, let's listen to his tragic story.
It was back in, it may have been 2000. I believe I was 14, and I think you were 15.
No, you're older than me.
Yeah, I'm 1 year older because I'm 28 right now, and you're.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're grown up. So now we're here to do something. So.
Wait a minute. This devastating story took place 14 years ago because I happen to know that Alaska Audits is now 28. So this is a 14-year-old story, and he's going to recall it like it happened yesterday.
Can you take us from the beginning when those cops? Where were we?
We're like right by Jew Lake Bowl.
So we're riding our bikes, 3 of us. Okay, I was sober. I didn't do anything like that. Okay. Other of my friends, they were smoking marijuana. We were kids. Okay, we were kids. So we're good. I mean, look at us now. I mean, we're outstanding citizens. So.
Well, the facts are starting to come out in this case here. They were 14, 13, and there's another guy with them named Joe. I don't know how old he was, probably around the same age. So they're juveniles. They're out riding around. It's 4th of July. I happen to know that. And there used to be a curfew when you were a certain age. If you're under 16, you had to be home by a certain time. Well, they were out after curfew. Anyway, then they encountered the cops, and that's all coming right up here. This is a pretty dry story, so I'm going to zip through a lot of it. Oh, I almost forget the most important part. They were riding around openly smoking weed at 12, 13, 14 years old. And they can't imagine why the cops pulled them over.
Well, take us. So, beginning of the stop. Do you remember what happened?
I just remember seeing the lights, maybe 2 or 3 police cars.
There was 2 cops. They were in individual cars. And then they pulled up pretty fast. They pulled up like right in front of us, like he did a drift. Okay, so then these 2 cops, they get out, and this is Anchorage, Alaska. This is APD, Anchorage Police Department. So they get out, and then our friend Joe, which we're gonna have to reunite with. So then, okay, yeah, no, we'll deal with it. Okay, so then they start bombarding Joe with questions.
Let's take a moment to look at Joe's body language, his effect on his face. He's just totally disinterested in what's going on. It almost seems like he just wants to get up and get the hell out of there. Anyway.
And I was sober, I remember. Okay. I was watching after you guys because you guys were doing drugs and I'm your friends. And I was watching you guys. So then they started bombarding Joe with questions. Where are you going? Where do you live? Where are you coming from? What are you doing? And what did Joe say about it?
I don't remember hearing it, but I remember you guys saying that he just kept saying, I don't know.
Yeah, so Joe was raising his voice with the officers. That both of them were just at the same time, like different questions. They didn't even give him a chance to speak. And then Joe goes off, and Joe's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because those officers were raising their voices at kids for a curfew violation on the 4th of July going into the 5th of July. So, do you remember what they do then?
Put us in handcuffs eventually.
Yeah. So, when they told Joe specifically, they were like, put your hands behind your back. But when they said that, I mean, they literally like grabbed Joe, twisted him around, and slapped those cuffs on him.
There's about another 15 minutes to this video that I'm not going to play. Basically, Alaska Audits is falling back on Chili's torture cuff thing. They were in torture cuffs for 3 hours in the back of a police car. I don't believe any of this actually happened. I absolutely do not believe any of it happened. They get scolded when they were juveniles, being out after curfew, riding around, smoking weed at 12, 13, 14 years old. And it's just amazing. I'm going to play a little bit more of it. Before I do, I think we need a little break. So I'm going to pop in, see what, who's that guy? We're going to see what Eagle Nick has been up to in the last couple days.
Eagle Nick Audits.
I am Eagle Nick and Dalton Police Department. Y'all miss that there revenue every single day that them people are parked illegally, but y'all don't do nothing about it. So what do you got to say? This is Eagle Nick Audits.
Thank you for that brief moment of entertainment, Eagle Nick. It was nice to hear somebody that's a notch dumber than the Alaska Audit. Now let's get back to the video.
And after that, Joe, I mean, he was complaining about that. So then you got placed in the handcuffs, and I believe I got placed in the handcuffs last.
Pretty obvious to me that I'm just alleging that they didn't rehearse this script at all. It was very poorly done. Anyway, let's speed through the rest of it.
And our friend Joe, he was complaining to us later that his wrists were purple. So, those handcuffs. So, they were tight. Yeah, were they too tight? Yeah. And me and Bo, we were in the vehicle together. So, were you complaining to the officer that they were tight? I think I said something. You did. No, you didn't give a shit. This guy's no guy to like that guy did not give a shit. That's a kid. Okay. So, now, me and you, I mean, it was like when I was in the car, it was like, I was scared. Were you scared? Yeah, I was scared. And, I was trying to that guy. I was afraid to talk to that guy. He started yelling at me. And, there were audience back then. And, thanks to you, audience. Yeah. So, anyway, he asked me a question. He said, hey, where do you live? And I'm like, I don't know my address. He's like, what's your parents' phone number? I'm like, I don't know. And he just kept getting pissed off, like he hated his talk. And then he gets on the computer and I remember asking him, I'm pretty sure he had to look you up too. So my handcuffs were tight. I was uncomfortable. Joe's handcuffs, if I remember correctly, he said his hands were purple because he was, raising his voice a little bit because, he was like, I don't know, and didn't give him a chance to speak. So then.
So how do you think we were in that police room? Yeah. I think so. I mean, it was like 9. And then we were in that police car with our hands cuffed. In a few hours,
There you have the origin story of Alaska Audits. He was traumatized over 14 years ago at the age of 14, and it took him 14 years to start making videos because he's only been doing this for 3 months. And yeah, he's lucky to get 100 views on his videos. He's not very popular, but he's out there on mission, still trying to do his job. Got to give the kid credit after all that experience he's had with the police. What else? How could you expect him to turn out? Anyway, that's all I've got for you, folks. Y'all have a great day. Sorry the video wasn't that great, but hey, I needed to do it. Love y'all. Bye.
All right. Round of applause for Unclean Hands, ladies and gentlemen. Alaska Audits, that kid's dumber than a box of rocks, man. I like that. Because what do we always say? Or what I always say, it seems to me like the majority of these people become frauditors because they have an experience with the cops. And instead of being like a human being and taking responsibility for your own actions, it's not your fault you did it. It's their fault for catching you. It's not my fault that I was 14 years old, out after curfew, smoking pot in public. No, it's their fault for catching me breaking curfew as a teenager, smoking pot in public. Rocks are smarter than this guy. That's an insult to rocks. I imagine the discussion before this video. Should we go online and show that snowflakes we are? Yeah. So in summary, he was busted breaking curfew while smoking weed as a minor. Yep. And it's not his fault for doing it. It's the cops' fault for catching him. Yeah. How dare they? And like when he's telling the story, because I remember, like when I was young, I had situations where I've had interactions with police in my life, and usually in those types of situations, he's like, this cop's saying this and yelling that and being a tyrant and blah, blah, blah. It's like, were you actually listening to what he was saying? From my experience with cops, he was probably saying, hey, come on, guys, drugs are bad and you're out after curfew and you shouldn't be doing this stuff and you should know that this is illegal. Come on, you're old enough to know better, blah, blah. But he didn't hear any of that. All he heard was a cop being mean and saying words. Because what's the worst thing a cop can do? Speak words. right? Cop walks up to you, says, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because it's the cop saying that, it's tyranny. It's evil. The way that these frauditors act, I'm waiting for the day that I watch a video where a cop walks up to somebody. Well, like, not even. A cop's like in a store, not even paying it. In fact, we've seen that. We've seen situations where cops were in a building and had absolutely nothing to do with the auditor at all. And the auditor will go up to him and say, "What's your name and badge number? I'm not going to give you my ID. I have the right to." Say, "What? Hello? Who are you? What? Why are you talking to me?" Like, they don't even know what the heck the guy's talking about. But they're going to sell it to their audience. Like, look at this horrible, vicious tyrant doing this to me. Doing what? Existing on Earth? Oh, yeah, that makes him a tyrant. Yep. Oh, man. Drugs are bad, okay? Don't do drugs, okay? Oh, man. But that's the point. I mean, I don't have memorized every single law in every single state. But as far as I know, even in the places where marijuana is legal, just like with alcohol, there's an age limit. For some reason, I don't think that when you're 13, 14 years old, that, it's especially 13, 14 years ago, before the laws changed to what they are now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. These butterbrain douche canoes have gotta go. I don't know. All right. So what do you guys think? I'm going to start wrapping up the show. For those of you who are just joining us and didn't know, I actually got myself a new job. And my new job, actually, today's my first day. I'm going to work later this afternoon. And then tomorrow, I have to be there early. So it's going to be in the middle of when this show is on normally. So I've been trying to decide. And then going forward, like next week and so on going forward, I'm going to be working like different times, different shifts during the training period until finally when my full time kicks in, then it'll be every morning. I'll have to either make the time slot shorter in the mornings or maybe move the time slot to later in the day. I don't know. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle that yet. But tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be either a really short show or, and this is why I brought it up, I want to ask you guys what you think and let me know in the chat. What if I was thinking of doing a pre-recorded show instead of a live show tomorrow and just setting it up like as a premiere at the normal time that the show would normally go on the air, but just have it premiere at 6 my time, and then you guys will have that. I don't know. I'm asking you your opinion on it. Also, a super duper happy dance. Oh, we'll see. But because I don't see, this is part of the problem. Do a short live show. That's part of the problem with the happy dances is, again, and this is one of the things, by the way, that's great. Oh, there she is. Hey, Frauditor comedy show. Look what I got. Isn't that awesome? The first thing I showed today, my top story, was your video about this. So I got it right here. My Doc Leno cup, my mug. That definitely wasn't fair what they did to him. What a bunch of crap. Anyway, so like I was saying, so tomorrow I'm going to be working. So I'll probably, I'll maybe do a short live stream or, hey, Nightman's wife, good morning. So yeah, maybe I'll do just a short show tomorrow morning. Oh, Edward, yes. I got my John Carter comic book right here. Warlord from Mars. Yeah, it's not like it's going for $1 million or anything. I'm sure we could work something out, no problem. Nightman's wife, what happened? You should check out Frauditor Comedy Show's video on it. long story short, there was an a pro Frauditor channel that took this avatar. It's not even an actual photograph of a human. It's an avatar, a cartoon, obviously, and Googled it and supposedly found proof that this came from somewhere bad, like a website that does bad things. Again, you got to watch the whole video because I want to encourage you to check her out, give her the likes and views. But ultimately, like, okay, and the Frauditor or pro Frauditor, the guy who she's talking about that was making fun of Doc Leno was basically saying that his avatar proves that he's this horrible, horrible, horrible person. And he just like makes these connections that aren't connected. And you got to watch the video. It's crazy. But anyway, I want to be fair. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, we'll discuss it. But, you know, it's not, like I said, it's not like it's one of those books that's going for like an insane amount of money. It's something that we could definitely come up with something. No worries. Yeah, it should be fine. No big deal. So anyway, all that being said, tomorrow, like I said, it's going to be short. Maybe a pre-recorded thing, but maybe I'll just pop in for maybe an hour or something before I go to work. And then after that, tomorrow night, Ray is going live. She's going to do another live stream at 4:30 Central Time. I get off work at 5. So I will be there in her stream. Of course, always support Ray 100%, no matter what. So I'll be there after I get home from work. I'll come in and then we'll hang out. So definitely check that out. Thank you guys for joining me once again. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. See my loafers? They once were gophers. Let's see. It's not valuable and not hard to find. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, it's not like one of those things where it's like, well, that's why I'm saying, like, I can get it to you easy if you want it. Like, I got it. And it's not like, you know, because you see sometimes, you know, you hear these stories, comic books going for thousands of dollars or whatever. It's like, what, 10, 15 bucks maybe? I don't know. But that's why I said we'll talk about it, see if we can come up with something. Or if you, whatever. It don't matter. But I got it. So let's see. What do we got? We got about half an hour left. Well, all right. How about one more video to wrap up the show? How about, we've been doing Frauditors all day. How about a soft sit video? We haven't done a soft sit. We got Truth Science. We love Truth Science. Let's go ahead and check out a Truth Science video. And then after that, we'll wrap it up for the day. All right. No Mini has this morning. No, they're at their mom's because I got to work today. So she picked them up, the kids up last night, and they're at her house today. So yeah, and then they'll be back on Sunday, and then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, there it is. All right, Truth Science, ladies and gentlemen, let's check it out.
New on the 19th tonight, the run is over for a former South Florida man who believed he was above the law.
He's now facing decades behind bars. The night team's Karen Hensel investigates.
It was 2015 when 7 News viewers were introduced to Anthony Williams. That's when longtime investigative reporter Carmel Cafaro first met with Williams at this Cooper City home. Williams wanted to talk to Carmel about her story on sovereign citizens, people who falsely believe they're immune to laws like paying taxes or having a driver's license.
Do you have a driver's license?
No, I do not.
Have you been ticketed?
Yes, I have.
Although Williams said he was not a sovereign citizen, he carried this special police badge and called himself a private attorney general, which is common among people in the movement.
That's not a de facto government ID. I fly with this ID.
Excuse me, sir, but first and foremost, you are most definitely a sovereign citizen. Secondly, you do not fly with that ID. Stop lying. There is no way that the airlines are letting you fly with your fake ID. But continue.
Williams had the ID, a badge, and handcuffs when he was arrested after flying into Fort Lauderdale in November 2015. We were at the airport when Williams was cuffed, charged with practicing law without a license in a Broward foreclosure case.
Do you think that this is an indication that maybe you don't understand the law as well as you think you do?
You know I know, and you just as dishonest as they are.
Fast forward 5 years and more than 4,800 miles, Anthony Williams was in Hawaii, awaiting his fate on far more serious charges.
I am a private attorney general or an attorney in fact.
But the fact is, Anthony Williams is not a licensed attorney. The Common Law Office of America website he created offered services like mortgage reduction and foreclosure assistance. After an investigation led by the FBI, Williams was indicted on 32 counts of wire and mail fraud. Prosecutors say Williams marketed a fraudulent mortgage debt reduction scheme to distressed homeowners who were mostly non-native English speakers. After a 4-week trial where he represented himself, a jury convicted Williams on all charges. He appeared via video conference at his October sentencing hearing.
And they're talking about I targeted vulnerable Filipino. Filipino people were not the only people that I had as clients. I had Caucasian clients. I had Samoan clients. I had Hawaiian clients. I had African-American clients. I had Hispanic clients.
Sir, the type of clients you had is of no relevance. The issue that you are not comprehending here is you're not supposed to have any clients because you are not a licensed attorney. You're so stupid. You're just admitting to your guilt after the fact, fool.
None of them were vulnerable.
The feds say Williams fraudulently obtained more than $230,000 from 112 victims, filing bogus documents without providing any legitimate services. Williams maintains his innocence.
There was nothing that I did that was fraudulent or intended to be fraudulent or that was fraudulent against any homeowner in any state, let alone here in Hawaii.
The judge's sentence, 20 years in federal prison.
I believe his sentence provides just punishment and equally important, I hope it serves as adequate deterrence to others.
Over the years, Williams has repeatedly challenged judges.
Are you going to violate my constitutional rights, sir?
It hasn't worked, whether in South Florida in 2015.
Okay, Deputy, I need you to arrest this judge for violation.
Okay, we're all going to stop laughing right now.
Or in Hawaii in 2020.
And I just want to place on the record that all of you are going to pay for this. You're going to go to jail for this. Because this is not going to be, I'm not going to let you violate my rights like this.
Williams is no longer in Hawaii. He's now back in South Florida, here at the Federal Detention Center in Miami. But before he can even begin to serve his 20-year federal sentence, which he's already appealed, he must first finish a 15-year sentence in a state grand theft case. Karen Hensel, 7 News.
This sovereign citizen / fake attorney is clearly a career criminal, and he's going to be spending the rest of his life in jail. Now, you know what? Let's jump into a clip where he is role playing in his fantasy world.
Yeah. The sheriff's office in Hawaii, it's a little different.
Under HRS 11, off for the violations of Uniform Fraudulent Transfer and also Uniform Security Act.
Is he in our custody right now?
No, he's not in custody. This is to actually file the warrant so we can go get him. Well, we had to come to you all because you all are have jurisdictions for the police station here in Kona. This is under common law under HRS 11, section 1. It's a common law arrest warrant. I know y'all probably not used to someone doing a common law arrest warrant, but those are the statutes. That's why we had to come here. We went to the prosecuting attorney's office because that's what the sheriff had told us to go to. But the prosecuting office said that we had to come here.
So this sovereign citizen / fake attorney heads over to a Hawaii police department so that they can give him an arrest warrant under common law so he can go and arrest a lawyer. This dude right here is out of his freaking mind because that is not the way the law works. Now, if you want to quote unquote operate under common law, then just go arrest the guy without involving actual real law enforcement. Go on ahead. See how that turns out for you.
To get the warrant issued, so we have some of your officers either go with us, or y'all can just arrest him yourself when you see it. His location is already on there, so where he's supposed to be arrested at.
So, what were you requesting from us? Are you requesting that we help you serve the warrant?
Yes.
Okay. And what's that copy? Is this our copy?
Yes.
Okay. And this is who's you take it to get notarized?
This is a notary. Rosemary.
Okay. And who did you talk to at the prosecutor's office?
The lady at the front desk. I can't remember her name.
And what did she say?
She told me we had to come here because they didn't issue the warrant. She said we would have to have it filed here at the Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
We had to come here.
So you wanted to file this warrant?
Right here. So
okay.
We'll actually go ahead and get him. I don't know if y'all want to send 2 or 3. How many y'all need to?
I don't know if we're going to send anybody, but let me check and see what we can do with this paperwork. Hold on just a minute.
Because it's under common law.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are these all criminal cases or civil cases?
This is criminal. These are criminal. That's not civil.
Because these look like civil. Fraudulent Transfer Act, the Securities Act, these all seem to pertain to money. These are all civil.
No, that's criminal though.
We're not.
Uniform Securities Act, that's a felony.
Okay.
That's criminal.
I've just talked to the prosecutor's office and they don't recognize these as criminal cases. These are civil cases and I'm not.
So things clearly aren't going his way, which is odd because this man claims to be an attorney, yet he doesn't know the difference between a civil case and a criminal case. Now, as we see here, this man is starting to face reality. Let's continue.
You're seeing the state citations as to the civil, what you would interpret as civil, but these are all actual criminal actions. Securities fraud is obviously securities. USC, the title, there's a whole Securities Act. There's the Uniform Fraudulent Transfer Act. These are federal violations that also are state violations under these. And that this gentleman is an expert in bringing those matters to justice. And he is here to simply follow the law. The law says that you, by bringing this complaint to you, you are compelled by the law to facilitate and assist him in what he's doing.
Well, the prosecutor has a case that you made regarding this.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait a
you made
minute. I want to go back for a second and look at that paperwork. This is the paperwork that he gave the cop. Like we see the cop looking at a piece of paper. This is a piece of paper the cop's looking at. Look at this. I, Anthony Troy Williams, private attorney general, servant of Yahshua the Messiah, being first duly sworn in the name of Yahweh, depose and say and declare by my signature that the following facts are true, correct, and complete to my knowledge. On April 20th, 2010, the attorney Paul Solo Jr., committed multiple crimes at the state of Hawaii Judiciary Building in Helio, Hawaii, by conducting a fraudulent, non-judicial foreclosure auction in violation of the 3-court final judgments denying foreclosure on this. Okay, in other words, somebody he knows got foreclosed on, and so he wants the lawyer arrested. He foreclosed on somebody's property. That's against the law. And I've been empowered, not by the state, not by the Bar Association, but by my Lord and Savior to have him arrested because I don't like foreclosures. And the fact that, like, it drives me so nuts when anytime I see any of these douche canoes using religion as a backup for them to steal people's money. He's in prison right now because he stole $230,000 from people, getting them to buy his fake paperwork and pay him to do these fake legal services that mean nothing and helped no one. Oh, man.
He is here to simply follow the law. The law says that you, by bringing this complaint to you, you are compelled by the law to facilitate and assist him in what he's doing.
Well, the prosecutor's office does a case that you made regarding this.
Yeah.
You made a case.
Right, I went to the prosecutor's
with the police department.
They told me to come here.
Yeah.
So
So
you went to
it's
the
a
front desk at
catch-22.
the Kelowna station,
Right.
at the Kelowna prosecutor's office.
Right, and I gave them this, they took it to the back.
I'm referring to Mitch, prosecutor Roth. Did you talk to prosecutor Roth?
When they took this back in the back, they read it. They said, we can't administer this. You would have to go to a Hawaii Police Department and have this and have them execute it because we don't execute the warrants. Okay, we can't take it to a magistrate or a judge because number one, most of these judges, because when a judge sees that it's an attorney, they, by law, they're part of the same association, the Bar Association, and he's not going to issue it. That's the reason why we had to do this under common law. That's why HRS 1, Section 1 gives us the right to do this under common law. So I don't have to go by a judge.
But do you realize why you have to go through a police department to get them to send it to prosecutors to send to a judge? Do you realize that's the process?
No, that's the statutory process. Right. See, what you're missing, this is a common law process under HRS 1, Section 1. Common law process, I don't have to go to nobody because I'm over that judge.
So then why are you coming to us if you don't need to go to anybody?
I'm telling you because number one, I don't want him to resist. And me, I don't want to have to put my hands on him because I know jujitsu, I can't subdue him. But I would rather the Hawaii Police Department go ahead and subdue him so it won't be a problem, won't be a conflict. They see you in uniform, they're not going to do anything. He's going to go ahead and go peacefully, go ahead and have him booked, he can get his bail, and then now he would go to court. Okay. And that's it. I wanted to do it peacefully. Right. You know, that's why I came here.
And also, you don't want to wait until Prosecutor Roth finishes his investigation. You feel more compelled to do it now since you don't know how long it's going to take.
That's one factor, yes.
Because see, I'm actually have to file another one of these against him.
What are you going to do with your case with Prosecutor Roth? Are you going to tell him to withdraw?
Why would I tell Mitch?
I mean, if you're not going to pursue it with him.
He's a different investigation. It's a different investigation with the drugs and stuff.
Well, there's a lot of drug matters that are involved in this case too. But in essence, I give my faith and trust to the men in blue, to you guys. And this is law enforcement. I want justice. Justice is to go with the men in blue. And so that's what Mitch does or doesn't do. After I've done everything in my power to enable them with the evidence to bring a complaint and bring an indictment, it's not my game anymore. And yet this system has failed me. So if it was you, not only your children and your property that was damaged and even completely destroyed, you would be exactly where I am, as hundreds of thousands of people are, even in the state of Hawaii alone, having brought problems to law enforcement. And unfortunately, after giving faith and trust into law enforcement, been disappointed. So we're simply doing everything possible in our power to bring justice according to the foundation. In this case, this man brings expertise in common law, which is the foundation of all of the statutory law and everything. What this gentleman represents is what's called a private attorney general. Private attorney generals are congressionally appointed or certified individuals who are engaged in racketeering and organized crime investigations and bringing litigation against, which is typically white-collar organized crime.
This is hilarious and sad at the same time. The dude that is now advocating on Anthony's behalf has clearly been brainwashed into believing that Anthony is an actual attorney general, private attorney general. This is ridiculous. If this dude was an actual attorney general, then these officers would recognize him to be that. I can't believe that there are grown people out there that actually fall for these type of scams. I'm sure this guy, the guy that's talking, is the one that actually wants to bring the lawyer to court. So he hired Anthony to try and help him do that. Sir, just recognize that you've been scammed. That this is sad.
You've seen an officer, a police officer, you've talked to a police officer, and you claim that they've made a police report?
Yes, there is one. That's right. Currently open. Right now.
Police officer has made a police report. You've also talked to prosecuting attorney Mitch Rowe.
Yes, on several occasions.
Okay. What makes you think, after you went through all that, and they haven't pursued it, that you coming to this police station to try to make me do something for you guys, what makes you think I'm going to do it?
Because you've taken an oath of office.
Sure. So has Officer Lee, and so has the
That's right. And so the question becomes, why would it be that, given the oath of offices that you've taken to preserve and protect the United States federal government, the laws, and the people, that there has been nothing done to protect and serve a warrant under these circumstances with the astonishing amount of material evidence that proves irrefutably that these crimes were committed and that nothing is being done?
So
that's a good question.
So what are you asking from the police department? If you've already seen a police officer and you've talked to prosecutors, why are you coming back to the police department?
So that the police can do their job, the duty that is they're sworn to uphold, that they can facilitate simply doing their job.
Okay, but isn't it possible that when you reported to Officer Lee had taken the case and brought it to the prosecutor's office?
She did.
Okay, so then they've done their job. Now, prosecutor's office has a case. What does the prosecutor's office say?
Sitting on it.
Okay, well, they're probably doing their job. If you have a question with how they're doing their job, how come you haven't seen the prosecutor's office?
Well, we have, and this is a matter that is being now brought to you because this is the local, we just came out from the Cohen Court, and this matter relates to what's happening in the Cohen Court, and this matter, again, deals with crime that is ongoing. There was perjury committed this morning. There's related to these specific crimes, and that this is an arrest warrant that is being given to you under the laws of the state of Hawaii, multiple ones that have been, in fact, written here for you to be able to read the laws yourself and see that indeed, man, these are real laws, and how come maybe I didn't know about this, but the fact of the matter is I now know about it, and it's doing something definitive. Whether that definitive is contacting Mitch Roth's office, say that we now have an officially filed warrant of arrest under such and such laws for Mr. Sulla. You have an ongoing criminal case that's open, and we would really appreciate your counsel and help that you can give us.
See, the Supreme Court case, Howlett versus Rhodes.
Okay. I'm sorry, before you continue, well, I'm going to tell you, both of you guys, so you folks know. I've contacted prosecutors already. You need to get a warrant from the judge. That's the only way you're going to get a valid warrant. You can go ahead, wait, listen. You can go ahead and try to serve a citizen's arrest warrant, but I'm telling you, you may open you guys selves out to some problems.
This is the problem with the police station and even the prosecutor attorney's office, because this complaint should have already been acted upon, and they sat on it.
Well, what this is, it sounds to me like this is an attempt to force the hand of the prosecutor's office.
No, this is under common law. See, this is why the common law
You could
is set up,
interpret it
to
that
make
way.
sure that the prosecutor does his. See, that's my job, to make sure that the attorney general and the prosecutors do their job. If they don't do their job, then I go after them. Okay, and the prosecutor, see, this is what's going to happen. Since they already notified Mitch Roth, now what he's going to get ready to be charged with is misprision of a felony that's Title 18 U.S.C. 4. Okay, so now he's going to have felony charges because he didn't do anything. See, if you don't know the law, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Okay, and so that's my problem with the prosecutors who's supposed to know these laws. Okay, because the first statute in Hawaii revised statute said that the common law, not statutory, the common law is what rules Hawaii. This is a common law arrest warrant. That's why I even put the Hawaii revised statute 832-9 that states that you're supposed to assist us in arresting him, not go to a judge, not ask a judge, not ask a prosecutor, attorney. This is state law. Now, are you bound to obey this state law, or can you not?
If this was an actual valid arrest warrant, if it came from a judge, I would comment.
Show me that statute that said
I'm
that.
not going to. I just talked to the prosecutor.
There's no statute. That's what I'm saying. He's telling you something that's not law.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to leave you with. This is a final note or final answer to you. I'm not going to honor that.
Once I go arrest him, because I came to you all, I'm going to bring him here for you all to book him.
And we're not going to book him.
So you're going to
I'm not going to honor. No, I'm not going to honor that piece of
state
paper.
law. No, that's state law.
No, listen. I'm not going to honor this piece of paper. Whether it's state law or not, I'm not going to honor
So
that.
what you're just saying, you didn't violate state law.
No, I'm not going to honor this piece of paper. I don't recognize this.
It's
as-
not. He's being arrested for crime for committing.
I'm trying to tell you what's going to happen. And it will happen like this. If you go arrest him and he decides to make a complaint, I will investigate that complaint. And if there's probable cause to arrest you, you will be arrested.
No, this is the problem I have with law enforcement. Y'all don't know the law because you all have been taught a certain statutes and codes that you've been following all your career, but you've never studied the real law. And see, it's a problem. Every police station I go to, every courtroom I go to, I always have to educate the judge. I got to educate the prosecuting attorney, and then I have to educate the police. I shouldn't have to do that.
There's probably a reason why you're having to tell all these people how to do their jobs.
Right.
Probably because it's unrecognized. That's right.
No, it's because they don't know the law. They don't know the law. I didn't write these statutes.
Okay.
I didn't write Hawaii Section 1-1.
And another, as far as the federal law, we're not deputized to enforce federal law.
But see, you actually are, because that's what I'm telling you. The Supreme Court has already ruled that any state case, the federal law, that the state courts or the city and the county has to follow that federal statute.
But we don't enforce federal law.
Yes, you do, because the federal.
Could you imagine if these guys were right? And I almost wish the cop would have said this when the guy was talking to him earlier. Like, we came here because we want you to go arrest this guy, because this was the lawyer that oversaw the what the heck was it? I was reading the thing just a minute ago and we looked it up. What were foreclosure proceedings? So this lawyer oversaw my foreclosure proceedings. So I'm hiring this guy, and I'm telling you cops that you have to arrest him for doing that to me. Okay, wait a minute. So if that was the way it worked, in this guy's delusional brain, he believes that that's the way it works. So I could walk into the police station and say, hey, you guys, go arrest somebody because I told you have to arrest them. And they say, oh, okay, sorry, don't want to violate your rights, sir. Let me go lock this guy in jail because you said I should. I already went to the prosecutor, and I already went to the judge, and I already went to these guys, and they all said no. They don't know what they're doing. Well, if everybody doesn't know what they're doing, maybe you're the one who doesn't know what he's doing. And for those of you who missed the beginning of this video, this attorney general is sitting in prison right now because he was found guilty of basically stealing over $230,000 That's the amount of money he made from his clients by selling them this fake legal advice. And, of course, also for practicing law without a license. Another charge on top of all the money he got from these people for running this scam on them. And that's why I always say with these sovereign citizens, what is it going to take? What is it going to take for them to look at the people that are selling them all this fake crap, these fake license plates, these fake IDs, these fake documents to access their social security number, trust account or whatever, and realize, hey, wait a minute. The fact that I keep getting arrested for doing this stuff, instead of getting mad at the cops for arresting them, when are they going to wake up and get mad at the person who scammed them? When are they going to get mad at the person who stole their money? Dummy's gonna dumb.
Federal law is that the federal law is in harmony with the state.
And in fact, no, it isn't. And in fact, I would suggest no, it's not.
Why don't you read
if you want the federal cases, you can go see the FBI.
I already know the federal cases.
Okay, but if you have the federal cases, if you have federal statutes, and there's criminal cases federally, you could also see the FBI.
Right, but there's no need. We have a police department right here.
Again, like I said, we're not going to honor this piece of paper.
It's not this piece of paper. You're not on your badge.
So the fake private attorney general just found out that he holds no weight. There is nobody on this planet that is going to listen to his nonsense.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Truth Science. All right, we love Truth Science. All right, guys. That's it. We're at the 3-hour mark. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget, I got a new job that I'm starting today. I'm going to be working tomorrow. I start early. I'll still come up here and do a show, but it'll probably be short, maybe an hour, hour and a half. I don't know yet. But it definitely isn't going to be long because I got to work. But then Monday, I'll be back on my normal time. But in between, tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 Central, Ray's going live on her channel. As soon as I get off of work, I'm going to jump on there. If she's still on the air, I'll be up there hanging out. Always support Ray. Always support you guys. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you so much. I have a new job recording Frauditors. Wouldn't that be great? And I always said I need a shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, I know. I clean up nice. You wouldn't believe it, but I do. Anyway, thank you so much, Nightman's wife. I appreciate that. So anyway, it's time for the brunch shift. Yeah, that's right. Well, again, just while I'm in training the first few weeks or whatever, my actual full time is going to start in a few weeks. But in the meantime, it's going to be a little wishy-washy, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. It'll all be good. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, you're the best fans in the world. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next one. Yeah. I'm all shook up.
The person you have dialed has reached their people limit for the day. Please hang up and try back tomorrow. The person you have dialed